Right, are we good? Are we live? I believe we are. Hello all and welcome back to the Football Chat Live. The Champions League is very much in full swing and we've got our final first leg round of 16 stage games today before the second legs of these ties kick off in just 2 weeks' time. Very exciting times. We've got two matches for you tonight. RB Leipzig versus Manchester City will be the focus of our attention. We'll also keep an eye on Inter Milan versus Porto. You were here last night, you would have seen it was just me for what was a classic game between Real Madrid and Liverpool. Harry is now back.
No, apologies,
Did you miss that one?
Yeah, I'm absolutely gutted. I watched the highlights back. What a game it was.
Yeah.
Also, Tuesday's very busy, but really annoyed that I missed it. Hopefully tonight provides the same amount of entertainment for my sake and for everyone else's sake.
Yeah, for all of us sat here watching Leipzig.
Should be two really good games.
Indeed. Welcome to the stream, Thelina Rathnayaka. Hello, guys. Hello, Thelina. Welcome to the stream. I hope I've got your name right there. Welcome back, mate. But yeah, shall we start with the lineups for today's match? We're, of course, in Leipzig, Germany. What have you forgot to do? The poll. Well, the poll chat will be in chat in just a moment, so make sure to vote in that. In the meantime, we will get into the lineups. Now, lineups for RB Leipzig. They line up with Yanis Blasvik between the sticks. An injury to Petr actually means he's not fit to play tonight. That only aids Manchester City in their hunt to progress in this tournament. Flat four then of Lucas Klosterman, Captain Willie Orban, Josko Gvardiol and Halstenberg. Then across the four in midfield you've got Szoboszlai, Leimer, Schlager and Forsberg. Very interesting sounding names there. Some fascinating names. And then up front in a partnership it's Timo Werner and Andre Silva. Strong Leipzig lineup, but as we say, a noticeable omission with no Petr Galaxy.
Galaxy's a big miss, but I still think we've seen, defence, very solid defensively, especially with obviously Gvardiol linked with a lot of Premier League sides over the last few transfer windows. But going forward, Andre Silva and Timo Werner have been brilliant this season, and they could cause Man City some problems. We've seen how Man City have struggled defensively over a few weeks. Could struggle again tonight.
Yeah, RB Leipzig got just one loss since September the 17th. That is an insane run they've been on under Marco Rosa. Of course, that loss did come 2 weeks ago to Union Berlin.
But if there's one team to stop that nice run, it's going to be Manchester City.
And as for their lineup, well, Football presents this as a 4-2-3-1. It's probably going to start like that and end like the 4-3, the 3-2-4-1 that we've seen in recent game weeks. So, to try and piece this together, I'm going to say it's Ederson between the sticks. Walker, Diaz, Akanji and Ake are flat four, but you imagine Ake will be inverting and getting higher. As we saw Bernardo Silva sort of do the other night. He was dropping into left back against Arsenal and then flying back forwards and operating in that sort of DM area. Then you've got Rodri, who will be alongside him in that defensive midfield area. Mahrez on the right, Grealish on the left. Gundogan, captained, and Bernardo Silva are operating in those sort of eights position. And then you've got Erling Haaland leading the line, very much the isolated striker who'll be looking to get on any chances.
He doesn't need a partner.
No, he just needs a ball in behind and he's going to get goals.
Yeah, very strong Manchester City team.
Yeah, of course.
But Leipzig could cause them some problems. I think it does help the German side that they are at home in this leg. I mean, obviously, they'd probably prefer to come back to it, but I think in a tie as Manchester City, it's better for you to have the first leg. Because if not, if you go to the Etihad first, you could be out the tie already.
I don't think there's a massive advantage for Manchester City, other than obviously the travelling, which they wouldn't have to travel if it's at home. But other than that, I don't think there's a massive home advantage. You're not going to have a classic stadium of the beautiful game. You're not going to Anfield. You're not going to
I'd love to go to Anfield right now.
Well, if you're Real Madrid, you would indeed. But yeah, 5 minutes to a kick-off then. Anyone in chat wants to get their thoughts in? We're going to be getting into predictions in just a few moments. Anything else to touch on there before kick-off?
I mean, the big reason they've gone on sort of this beautiful run is because they're home for it. It's an absolute fortress, their home stadium. And in any German stadium, really, the atmosphere is absolutely electric and the passion is, obvious to see.
Yeah, less so in the case of Leipzig,
but because less people like them.
Well, yeah, I have been coining this as the two most hated clubs in Europe face off, which PSG are probably up there as well, but I think these two are probably the most. At least most
people outside of Germany probably don't hate Leipzig as much.
Yeah.
Because they have to play in the same league as them. But yeah, I see where they come
from.
But
also, not many people have a problem with a club being owned by someone.
Yeah,
but obviously in Germany, in Germany that is a much bigger issue because every other club is fan owned, whereas the Leipzig is not owned by
I think from a Leipzig point of view, you've got to make sure you're in the tie after tonight. Don't get yourself
you can't afford to get run over tonight because
yeah.
it won't. Yeah.
And then from a Man City point of view, just get a positive result. But City will know they cannot lose tonight because it'll be very difficult then to break down Leipzig in the second leg.
Yeah. Just the danger men for both sides then at Manchester City. It is a smorgasbord of options. Erling Haaland's way too obvious for me though. I think Jack Grealish could cause the most problems for RB Leipzig tonight. His direct style of play, how he likes to pick up the ball and just run at players, could cause Leipzig a lot of issues. I think the same for Riyad Mahrez. Both wingers are going to be incredibly difficult to handle tonight. As for RB Leipzig's
Mahrez also gives you that set piece danger.
Yeah, of course. And we've seen how that he's been able to use that in recent games to hand Manchester City some very important goals.
Yes.
As for Leipzig's biggest threat, I actually think it could be Timo Werner. We've seen how Manchester City's defence sometimes looks unorganised. If they can release Timo in behind, there's every chance. We've seen a lot of goalkeeping errors recently.
Yeah.
Ederson comes rushing out, misjudges it, either takes out Timo or Timo bursts past him.
I know Timo Werner didn't cut it in the Premier League, but we saw what he could do against sides like Manchester City. The potential that he did, causing the runs in behind.
Yeah. We definitely did. Welcome to the stream, Chelsea fan. Says hi, Jack and Harry. Hello, mate. Welcome to the stream. If you are in chat, make sure to get involved. I want to hear from you guys tonight. Last night, I know Nick Knack, Chelsea fan. I know Nick Knack isn't here at the moment, but Nick Knack and Chelsea fan very active in chat. We want to hear from all of you guys, so please do make sure to get involved throughout the game. But Blasvik, do you think that is a big disadvantage for Leipzig not having Gulacsi?
And I've said this about a lot of goalkeepers. Big chance for him to prove himself tonight. Blaswich in goal, keeps a clean sheet against Manchester City. That's a good job. Also, their other options all around Neeland and
UCL, by the way, Champions League graphics are saying that it's going to be Timo Werner on the left with Forsberg and attack midfield rather than the 4-4-2 presented by FootMob. I think this is more likely to be accurate. That's more indicative of what RB Leipzig play on a day-to-day basis. So,
But we're interested to see. In terms of predictions,
I think this is going to be a fascinating tactical matchup because Marco Rose, as much as his time at Dortmund didn't go to plan, he is still a remarkable coach, and Pep Guardiola probably the best of the last 20 years, or at least 15 years.
Probably.
But
predictions then. Do you know what? I think Leipzig at home, it's going to be difficult for them to win, but I do think they'll keep themselves in the game. I'm going to go 1-1.
Wow.
I think an early Leipzig goal from Andre Silva, and then they'll kind of sit back a bit, but then it'll be Riyad Mahrez in the 57th minute. Makes it 1-1.
I remember sitting here ready for Manchester City Sporting going. I think we're watching another game on the night. I think we're watching a more interesting one going. You know what, City could be upset by Sporting. Sporting have done well in the groups. Maybe something could happen. City won 7-0. So I'm thinking the same tonight. It's not going to be 7.
Leipzig got a banner saying that they're on their way to Istanbul.
Right.
So,
as much as they might be confident they're going to be there, I don't think they're going to get past this stage. But also, I'm either going to be right or I'm going to jinx Manchester City. So I'm going to go for Manchester City to win this game at 5-0.
Yeah, about 50 Man City.
Very bold prediction. I'm well aware, but I'm going 5-0 City.
Fair enough.
Either I'm going to be right or City are going to be mudded. Well, Chelsea fan says Manchester City will win 2-0. Haaland 2 goals.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's very likely that is going to happen. But I think is he Haaland? Yeah.
Do you want to also pull the curtain across while you're up, since that's annoying me? But Manchester City going to get us underway here. It's Erling Haaland over this kick-off, and we are now underway for the game here in Germany. Rodri knocks it out wide after receiving it from Haaland, and now City will look to immediately spring forward on the attack here. Kyle Walker, finds Erling Haaland on the edge. It's just cut out by Willie Orban. That could have been a horrible way.
Interport are also kicking off at the similar time.
Same time. So we'll keep you updated on that game if there is anyone that's tuning into that.
Already won that against Belgium.
In that
Clark Cup.
Brilliant. That.
was favourite.
But Leipzig a tough job on their hands. Just want to mention Willie Orban, by the way. It's his first game back after he was donating bone marrow. So obviously, noble act. Had to face a couple of weeks on the sidelines after he donated bone marrow.
It's obviously a noble act for anyone to do it, but for a footballer to do it, knowing that it would keep him out of action, keep him from doing his job for 2 weeks,
Especially when your job is playing football. If you're an office worker,
you can probably still do
or
do it at home.
No, you just go, oh, sorry, I've got to take a year off now.
Yeah.
But Willie Orban, of course, desperate to get back at it. It's brilliant. He's been able to help someone out.
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh yeah.
I like Silver when he's playing centre half at the moment. I feel like this City kit is lovely.
It's a nice one, yeah. Nice retro sort of shirt.
Yeah.
How does this team work then? So Kyle Walker, I think, he's pushed up a lot higher. This is quite interesting then. Looking at how it's playing at the moment, Kyle Walker's operating as a right winger. Mahrez is one of the 8s. So this is different to how we've seen them operate before. It's not going to be Ake inverting. It's going to be Kyle Walker pushing out wide, and actually Mahrez is going to play as an attacking midfielder. So they're trying to centralise his threat a bit more, I think. And Gundogan trying that ball forward to Haaland, but
is it an advantage that Gvardiol and Orban have played against Haaland before?
I don't think that matters. I don't think playing against Haaland is really going to make.
Do they kind of know what to expect after playing against him several times across his years in the Bundesliga?
Did Gvardiol would have only played 1, maybe 2 games against Haaland?
Willie Orban knows who he is.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure Gvardiol knows who he is. I mean,
I've just never heard of the bloke.
Never heard about it. Oh, Forsberg winning it back there.
High up the pitch, can they create anything? RB Leipzig. Forsberg into Schlager, tries to play it forward, but it's cut out by City.
I think Emils Forsberg could also cause some problems with City tonight.
City just immediately suffocating Leipzig there.
Really good work.
But again, win the ball up the pitch. Now can Leipzig make anything happen? Andre Silva looks to play it back to Lima, but it's not come off. And now having to rebuild. Back with Lima. He knocks it to Shaboshlai.
Is he joining Bayern in the season, isn't he, Lima?
Yeah. That's
Stefan
Lima
doing the best players
for free.
Yeah.
That's the annoying thing, is these other German clubs don't benefit in any way. They produce these talents, they bring them up, they have them playing in their squad for a couple of years, and then Bayern go, do you want to come play for us? And then double, and the player's like, yeah, sort of do.
Blaswich will want to get on,
and that's a good ball over the top. Now Andre Silva could be in behind. Ake gives chase though, and Silva's stopped in his tracks. Lays it off to Dominique Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai needs some support. He tries to play it across. Rodri cuts it out.
Kind of forced it there.
He didn't really have any options, but it has fallen here to Halstenberg. Good ball in, cleared away by Rodri. Jack Grealish gets on the ball and passes it to Rodri, who clears. Haaland can't get onto that though. Mahrez sweeps up nicely, and now City could come forward.
But yeah, no, Bossy Blaswich will want to get a few touches in early, get settled. I mean, that's what I was trying to say before he pinged a beautiful ball over the top to Andre Silva. So maybe he doesn't need to settle.
Yeah.
But yeah, Leipzig, I don't count Leipzig out.
Bernardo, nice turn.
I say that, City probably about to score in a couple of minutes, but don't count them out. They're a good side.
I love his intelligence on the ball, Bernardo Silva. Spots Timo Werner applying the press, but has the composure just to spin on the ball and get away from him.
But it does look like the 4-2-3-1 as well for Leipzig.
Yeah. Unsurprising. I think that makes the most sense. You have one focalised point of pressure, but then also the wingers can offer pressure out wide, and especially since City are playing a 3-back, because a lot of problems. Walker gets getting forward a lot here, obviously, in his sort of right midfield role. I think that could be very, very beneficial for Kyle Walker. He's going to be given a lot more licence to push forward.
On the line there, he didn't have to kind of stop.
He sort of knocked Walker in his path.
Which meant he couldn't get round to the ball, but he didn't foul him. It didn't take him out.
It was one of those that's just a bit...
Just nudged him to slow him down.
It's intelligent foul.
I mean, that's a bit of a slightly pass. I do like the determination, though, from Leipzig to play out the back against City, but if it's going to keep happening like that, they might want to think about it.
Well, I think you can play out the back against City. Like, other than Haaland, their press, in this system at least, is a bit strange.
Yeah, but other than Haaland...
yeah.
It's, that man does not stop running.
He's a brilliant footballer, I think Haaland. I think we've become well aware of that over the last...
on the pressure.
Couple of months, but... last 8 months.
Diaz got away with that one there.
Haaland Flicks that over to Gundogan, who can release Jack Grealish, and this is where Leipzig's weaknesses could be exposed. Grealish running into the box, gives it to Mahrez. Mahrez can't take it past Orban.
No one really got across
and
to Grealish there.
Does well, nice
footwork at all.
To shift that out of his foot.
They kind of just jobbed over to him and let him cut inside.
Yeah. It votes, by the way, in the poll and chat, and favours very much with the travelling side Manchester City. 25% up with RB Leipzig, 75% with Manchester City. It is Lucas Klosterman for tonight.
Oh, yeah. Good centre good right back, sorry.
I believe Benjamin Heinrichs got injured in their defeat to Union, but I might be mistaken.
Cuts in, puts a beautiful ball in towards Haaland.
It's in that right sort of area, but it's not resulting in anything.
Forsberg uses his body really well there. That's going to put it back.
Apparently that struck his arm, but I think that's harsh.
I was saying, he's kind of falling.
It looked in that similar sort of area. Yeah, but if it is his arm, then better to pull it back there than wait until they've scored up the other end and then put it back. Diaz, Grealish.
I still love the fact that Leipzig fans have got that balance playing on their way to Istanbul.
Ake. Wanted to put that into the centre, gives it to Rodri, now with Bernardo, first time back to Akanji, and now City can build up from the back.
The one way Leipzig can get their goals is press. If they can force an error.
Yeah, and then City can be very much exposed at the back because they do have about 2 people sat deep at all times, and everyone else just
Tottenham. He had in the first half. Tottenham got their 2 goals.
This system is so flexible. Players are constantly moving, constantly switching positions, taking up new spaces on the pitch. Mahrez. Nice dribble. I feel like he should have released the ball sooner. Gives it to Rodri, now with Bernardo. And this system obviously gives both of them a lot of the ball.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah.
To the best dribblers in the world.
What, Rodri?
Oh, I thought Bernardo and Mahrez.
Oh, no. Yeah, Rodri and
Gundogan
looks to get across the box. Big block from Josko Gvardiol, because if not, that was reaching Erling Haaland at the
and Erling Haaland in the 6-yard box is going to score.
Yep. That's pretty much a guarantee. 3 things are inevitable in life: death, taxes, and Erling Haaland scoring in the 6-yard box. They did miss a bit of a sitter against Nottingham Forest.
I did see that, actually, yeah.
On Saturday, that potentially cost his side 3 points.
Kept quiet by Scott McKenna and Willy Bolly.
I love how Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest are 2 of the only sides in Europe that have been able to keep them quiet. Now, of course, that could change if City had to put about 9 past Bournemouth.
Yeah.
This Saturday. And I think Haaland scored against Forest in the reverse fixture, but I might be wrong. Oh, Grealish spun around by
Lima. Can't afford to do that, Leipzig.
But this isn't a bad position at all for a free kick. It's not.
Well, we say
this isn't Mahrez territory.
Wait till Mahrez puts the ball in and then Haaland.
Oh yeah, of course. It's you can make a set piece of it, but it's not. It's not a sort of territory for Haaland to score from.
But from Mahrez to cross it in.
Yeah,
that scores from this would be sensational.
Yeah, no. If he now ditches this in the corner, I could look like a pleb, but he's not gonna.
Legally, Bouchman probably would have to have an absolute shot now.
Blansvich? Is that you? I was going to say, not
Blansvich. Blasvich.
Yeah. You said Balkman. Just a different goalkeeper.
I don't know. I was thinking of Backman.
Yeah, Daniel Backman.
But I know it wasn't Backman.
Gundogan steps over it. Mahrez puts it in, met only by the head of Andre Silva, who has no intention of putting that towards his own goalkeeper. Oh, and that's a poor touch from Walker. Good recovery.
Deflection.
He does well, though, to get solidly down to ground.
He's lucky that's crazy. He just hit it into the Leipzig player and it's fallen straight to Ruben Diaz.
Halstenberg. Schlager under pressure. Back to Halstenberg. He goes back to the Austrian defensive midfielder, Javier Schlager, formerly of VfL Wolfsburg. Blasvik. Nice pass. Confidence there, playing it along the ground. Ball forward into Andre Silva. I believe he's offside. Linesman, quick to raise the flag. I think that's a little bit. I mean, it looked like he's probably offside, but surely just let that run. See what happens. Yeah, welcome to some people currently tuning in. If you want to get involved in the chat, feel free to do so. We love hearing from you guys, your thoughts on the match and your opinions. So please do get involved in chat. And of course, if you haven't voted on the poll, make sure to do that as well. Yes. But yeah, Kanji in possession now. Diaz. Here's Bernardo Silva. It's with Akanji. City happy just to slowly build this up, because while Leipzig have been applying the pressure in this first 10 minutes, they've not been too heavy on the press in the last few. They've got to face themselves, Leipzig. They can't just go hell for leather from the off. not sustainable. So City happy just to slowly build it up, and now they're able to come forwards. Rodri, Grealish. One-on-one with Klosterman here. Klosterman puts in a good tackle, but now Schlager tries to get involved and help out. Grealish does really well, and it's fallen to Ilkay Gundogan.
That's all you can do, just run him into the corner and he's got nowhere to go.
Yeah, out of options there.
I thought Klosterman dealt with him really well, and then Schlager came across and I just, confused everyone.
Mahrez. Can he create something, the Algerian? Yeah, that's looking like what he's trying to do. Wanted to release Gundogan down that left, but didn't. The pass did not arise. Ronaldo slots in Mahrez. Mahrez has to hold off Lima. Lima then getting involved again. Falls to Walker. Back to Bernardo. Here's Mahrez. Coming inside. Forced backwards though by this Leipzig midfield, and Diaz under pressure from Andre Silva. Happy just to turn though. Gives it over to Akanji. Now with Bernardo, really enjoying this City build-up. Now not allowing Leipzig near this ball at the moment.
Big Leipzig are happy to let City knock it around their own half, though.
Yeah, and then just you've got to make sure you're switched on to deal with the threat of City coming forwards. Here is Ruben Diaz. Across to Ake. Now it's with Grealish. Back with Ake.
But it's now starting to look like a 4-3-3 for Leipzig.
It seems Forsberg's sitting in a little more. I think that's just to help out with the defensive work.
Yeah.
That does make a lot of sense. Obviously, we know Manchester City have sort of operate with a 4 in midfield, and Haaland's got the ball up the pitch now. The ball was sent long, and now they could create something, Manchester City. Walker needed another option, finds Bernardo Silva, back to Walker. He takes it past Halstenberg very well. Can he get a ball into the box? He can. It's on the top of the goal, though. I thought that might cause the keeper a few issues. Has come off Halstenberg, though, so that is going to be a corner after that deflected cross. Just a quick look at the poll in chat then. 11 votes, or 12 votes now. Just one came in as I was reading it out. 67% Manchester City, 33% Leipzig. There's a decent group of people that think Leipzig could get something from this game.
Enough. I mean, if there is a leg, they are going to get a result in. It is going to be this home leg.
Yeah, either that's a lot of people who aren't fans of Manchester City, or we've got some Leipzig fans in chat. If so, welcome all the Leipzig fans.
Balls thrown at him.
Yeah, obviously they're from the Leipzig sheets of paper they were holding up at the start of the game. But yeah, Riyad Mahrez over this. That's a good delivery. It's met by the head of Ruben Diaz, but that is comfortable for Yanis Blasvik.
And again, it's a goalkeeper starting in a Champions League round 16 game.
Yeah.
You want
to get those saves in, those comfortable saves. Nothing too difficult from the off, but you want to get a few saves in, get confident handling the ball, and prepare yourself, because there are going to be shots today from Manchester City.
Going to need to make some big saves.
Whether that's now, whether that's in 20 minutes, whether that's in 70 minutes, he knows he's going to have to make stops today, because Manchester City will have chances.
Oh, that's brilliant play from Leipzig.
And Forsberg in a pocket of space. Halstenberg can play it into Werner.
Really good.
Werner turns out, releases Forsberg down this left. Bernardo tracks the run, but Forsberg can switch the play. Here is Lucas Klosterman. Can he find Andre Silva in the middle? Ball aimed for Silva, but it's just past him. And the Portuguese forward can't get a touch on it. Out of play for a throw-in on the near side for Leipzig. But promising signs. Very promising signs. Lovely build-up between Forsberg and Werner on this left-hand side. To switch the play. Ball into the box from Klosterman. He's inches away from Andre Silva. He was offside there.
But he didn't touch it, so that's alright. Still get their throw. But yeah, good. Better from Leipzig. Really nice play out the back. And it does show that you can get past this City team. A few passes and suddenly you've got them, you've got them in a difficult position.
Here's Akanji. Gives it to Diaz. 74% possession. Those numbers are eye-watering for Manchester City.
Completed in 14 minutes of football. Leipzig completes 41.
Well, if they keep that up, do you think we've got another 6 phases of these 15 minutes, right? Yeah. If I've done my maths correctly there. They're going to be able to get to well over 800, maybe 900 passes if they keep this up.
That is ridiculous.
So, yeah. But this is exactly how Leipzig will want it to play. They're happy just to sit in a low block and wait for Manchester City to come to them.
A third of those passes have probably been in the Manchester City half.
Not even that. They've been in this small area, but at the halfway line.
So technically like that one.
So many passes. Look, the Mahrez.
Leipzig just
coming forward now, though, and that's a little bit. That's just on the edge from Javier Schlager. He's got away with it, and I thought that ball forward was releasing Timo Werner. But it's worth it, because if you get Timo in behind there, no one's catching him.
True, it is Timo Werner. turbo team, mate.
So as long as he doesn't make a mistake, he's bearing in on goal.
Grealish,
Jack
yeah.
Grealish coming inside, and that one
does.
is over the edge
That is
from
what he
Javier
does.
Schlager. And I'm telling you, this is perfect range for Riyad Mahrez. That Algerian winger has a wand of a right boot, and I would not be surprised if I see this one nestled in the top corner.
Yeah, Schlager just over the top there. But equally, it's Jack Grealish. He's going to win the foul. And I understand that position. You know, what can they do there? Do they let him shoot or do they foul him? I guess they don't know. I mean, Blaswich wants 4 men in his wall. Trying to make sure this ball doesn't get through from Riyad Mahrez.
Yeah, I don't think it matters how many men you put in that wall.
Got to be on his toes here. Because we know how
this is a
Mahrez is.
Bad effort.
This is perfect. You know, just to bend it around the wall and put it in that top corner. Got to be alert, Leipzig. And Blaswich has got to be on his toes. He's all trying his wall.
Still rearranging that wall. Yanis Blasvik. Mahrez now. Manchester City. 16 minutes on the clock. Could the number 26 bury this free kick? About 20 yards out. Mahrez. It's a bad effort. It's into the wall. And Leipzig live to fight another day. Ball pumped forward from City. Walker
outside the boot.
Heads it down to Mahrez. Come on, City, for fuck's sake. Oh, Chelsea fan. A big fan of Manchester City winning this. Is that pure hatred for Leipzig or just wanting City to win for some reason? What's your reasoning behind that, Chelsea fan?
No, it's interesting, huh? I mean, I'm not rooting for anyone, but it would probably be Leipzig.
The lesser of the two evils. Bernardo releases Walker down this right-hand side, tries to get it back to Haaland. Gvardiol deals well. One high up the pitch, though, by Mahrez. Bernardo, Mahrez, Rodri has a shot, but that is high and wide.
I mean, Kyle Walker's... I think that is one weapon they do have with Kyle Walker playing this right mid role, is that pace down the right side.
Such a good interception from Mahrez,
For a tricky winger, you don't usually expect to see those big slide and tackle interceptions, but really good interception there. But again, Leipzig are happy for Rodri to smash that over the bar.
But again, that comes from Haaland's pressure.
Yeah.
Josko Gvardiol had no option but to play it into that pocket space.
Really good,
and that's brilliant. Dominik Szoboszlai showing his talent on the world stage.
Oh, no. That's a poor call.
I want to see a replay.
He's been played on by who's on this right-hand side.
So let's have a look. Andre Silva is miles offside.
My bad.
That's been a big issue for Silva so far tonight. But Silva didn't touch the ball there, did he?
I still don't like this lino putting his flag up immediately.
But yeah, Szoboszlai very reminded me of Saka in that moment. How actually he was able to use his physicality while running down the wing. That's what Saka is so good at.
That's the first time I think we've seen Szoboszlai probably get on the ball. Get him on the ball more, he's going to cause problems.
Get him running at him. We know how talented he is.
I feel like we haven't seen much of him in this game.
But the touches he has had, the moments he has been able to impact play, he's looked quite dangerous.
Yeah.
Cody O'Laughlin, welcome to the stream. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Please do tell me if I'm not. But he asked, who do you think poaches Gvardiol in the summer?
I mean, I'd love for it to be Chelsea.
We know Chelsea made an approach last summer, but they decided the fee would be too much to pay, so they went for Wesley Fofana instead. I think City is a bit of an obvious option, but we don't know about Manchester City and the future of City.
I'm looking at one team as a centre-half right now, so Liverpool.
Yeah. If they've got the cash there to spend, potentially.
Yeah.
Unless they get Qatari investment, I can't see that happening. The problem for Gvardiol right now is no one's got any money.
Yeah, or they've already, like United might get Qatari investment, but they've already got...
They've got Alessandro, so they don't really... It's not a position they need to target immediately. I hate to say it, but Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
It seems like that's probably what's going to happen. It's what Bayern do.
That's where most of the best players in the world go.
O'Loughlin, alright, apologies. I will remember that for the future. But yeah, welcome, mate. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe Real Madrid? If they view him as a long-term replacement to Antonio Rudiger.
Or Alaba.
Yeah.
I thought Militao as well.
Yeah, but a partnership of Gvardiol and Militao.
Yeah.
As a long-term partnership, because obviously Militao is 24.
And
Gvardiol's 22.
Also Militao operates at right back every now and again.
Yeah.
Carvajal isn't fit enough to play every single game.
Yeah, and he's been horrifically out of form this season. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see where Gvardiol ends up. I think it's a fantastic talent. Obviously, we saw at the World Cup how, what a number he did on Lionel Messi. Well, the greatest footballer of all time in some people's eyes. Messi was kept relatively quiet in that game. But,
I forgot he played Croatia.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was the semis, wasn't it? Croatia, Argentina. I forgot whether it was Mbappe or Messi, but nah, it was Messi. My friends want Man City to get beat, but if City wins, he'll give me £100. Like, wow. Just fine. I want to know who you're. I want to start making some more bets.
My friends give me £100 if City won.
Yeah.
Also, that's a very, that man does not have many, that woman, that person does not have much ball knowledge. If they're betting £100 that City won't win tonight.
I wish my delusional friend would allow me to do that.
That's brilliant. Bernardo Silva is so good to watch at his best. Also, Jack Grealish
his passing range is absolutely superb. Grealish evades the challenge of Silva.
Good tackle, forced him backwards.
Gives it to Diaz. Here is Akanji. High press from Timo Werner, but they've played out of it. And now Mahrez under pressure from Halstenberg. Dribbling backwards. Goes across to Diaz. And now they can build up from the back again, Man City.
Halfway through the first half, I think Leipzig will be very content.
Yeah. I think we're going to be watching a game that follows the same theme throughout. Manchester City able to hold on to a lot of possession, but they're not been able to do much with it so far. Whether they will throughout this game remains to be seen. And Leipzig really struggling to get a touch on the ball.
Still goalless as well in Milan. Good tie that. Actually, I think it's been quite close.
Yeah, I think a lot of people will, without real thought, will just consider that a walkover for Inter Milan. But Milan haven't been in great form this season. Porto not really fighting for the league. Benfica seem to have that in control of that. So Porto, can throw pretty much everything at the Champions League.
Yeah.
Not that I think Porto are going to win or anything, but I think that it's it should be a good matchup, and they should give Inter Milan a run for their money. I could see Porto progressing.
Here's Mahrez.
Given how hit and miss Milan are. Rodri. Shifts it out of his feet and gives it to Nathan Ake. It's down with Grealish on this left-hand side. Ake, good ball in. Halstenberg clears though, and now Leipzig can reverse it and hit it on the counter. Schlager tries to give it to Werner,
I think it's
but cut out by City.
Silva there.
No, they're happy to build it up. Walker. Mahrez. My parlay is relying on a Haaland goal and Mahrez goal involvement. Hopefully Pep gives them more than 60 minutes. Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, Pep roulette, you never know what's going to happen. He might get to half time and decide he needs to bring the pair off.
Fall in, big header.
That's a bit across the box.
Werner just forcing it there, team. Werner.
I think Leipzig need to... They're panicking a little in possession, Leipzig, and since they're not getting much possession, you need to be careful with the ball whenever you do get it.
Yeah.
Kosa's watching from Australia, by the way. Brilliant, extending our audience out to the other side of the world. Usually on Goldbridge's Watchalongs, but he's not live today, so stumbled across you lads. Well, I'm glad you've found us. I hope you've enjoyed the stream so far. If you're enjoying a lot, we are back tomorrow night, though I know Goldbridge, I presume, will be live for Barcelona Van United. But we're back tomorrow night, and on Sunday we've got a double up, of course, with Chelsea, Tottenham, and Manchester United, Newcastle. So
Carabao Cup final.
Those streams coming up.
One. Loris Karius in goal, can't wait.
Hopefully will be amusing. Bernardo Silva in possession here. Back to Diaz. 25 minutes played. I think Leipzig have done a very good job so far.
Yeah.
I thought City might have scored by this point, but they've done a good job of keeping them quiet.
I mean, most of City's possession's just been in the middle of the pitch, and from a Leipzig point of view, City can't score if they've got it on the halfway line. So as long as they stop them getting it to Haaland and give it to Haaland and give him probably a go.
I'd back a City player to be able to hit it from the halfway line.
But Blas, which has a shot there.
Yeah.
I mean, Leipzig fans absolutely loving it.
Yeah.
They might not be loving it.
I was going to say, here comes Mahrez.
That's
and he's offside. City just really struggling. They managed to get the ball forwards into players like Mahrez and Grealish and Haaland, but once they get the possession half of the pitch, they haven't got anyone in support. Yeah, he's gone way too early there. Just over eager, Riyad Mahrez, and I think that comes from frustration. Yeah. City have created nothing in the first 25 minutes here. So I think players are starting to get frustrated out there.
Yeah,
Here is
that's going to work in Leipzig's favour.
Well, yeah. They just need to hope for a lapse in judgment of one of these City defenders, and suddenly they might have half a chance. Here is Gvardiol. Cross to Klosterman. Into Silva. Holds up the ball well, Andre Silva. And knocks it back to Willie Orban. Gvardiol. Turns on it. Gives it back to Blasvik. Can you see anyone knocking off Madrid, or is it back-to-back UCLs for the Kings of Europe?
I mean, last night they looked... I mean, and Jamie Carragher said it. Oh, sloppy, hang on, from Schlager there,
Grealish, Mahrez, and that's a good goal. Riyad Mahrez takes his opportunity as he absolutely cannons it past Yanis Blasvik. Nothing the Leipzig goalkeeper can do about that one. It's an absolute disaster from the Leipzig defence that have been so solid in the first opening minutes. But miscommunication there. Mahrez ends up with possession. It's Schlager, poor pass to Lima. Grealish wins the ball, manages to slot it into Mahrez, and Gvardiol is focusing on Gundogan rather than the ball. Falls to Mahrez, and he smashes it home.
Brilliant from Jack Grealish. Mahrez, I mean, that's Blue Gundogan. Shout out to his movement there is absolutely brilliant. To just, take away Gvardiol.
Such a good finish.
I mean, Blaswich doesn't even bother diving.
Well, I don't think he can.
It's
so powerful.
Oh, do you know what? No, he could have got there.
He probably could have done more about it, yeah.
But if you look how close his outstretched arm was, if he dives to that, that's going to hit him with his chest.
A little immobile.
As I say,
in between the sticks.
Galaxy, I think, gets a hand on that at least.
But yeah, can you see anyone knocking off Madrid, or is it back-to-back UCS for the Kings of Europe?
I mean, last night, and as I was saying, Jamie Carragher said, no other team has the ability to go 2-0 down at Anfield in the first 15 minutes and pull it back and win 5-2.
They look incredibly strong. The thing is, if they were top of the league, then I would be saying, look at the sides that are struggling in their leagues at the moment. Chelsea, Liverpool, maybe even City. They're not quite at the sharp end like they'd like to be. Look at them, because they'll start to focus on the Champions League if they realise that their domestic goals are out of reach.
I mean,
but Real aren't at the top of La Liga right now, so they might go, you know what, we'll concede to the Premier League for a year and we'll go and win the Champions League again.
But Liverpool are already out. Let's be honest, they're already out. Chelsea,
I don't want to say that yet, because I think 3-0 is possible, but
Chelsea more than likely, 1-0 down and got to overturn a deficit.
I think City have got a really good shout this year. I think Bayern could be.
I think Napoli. I really think Napoli have got an outside shot.
The only advantage for Napoli is that they can stop playing the league in about 10 weeks.
Exactly.
Probably
that's
best
a bit.
than
I think
that.
that's quite.
And City have on the ball hard at the pitch again.
Leipzig have kind of lost a bit of their discipline now. Their regimented defence.
Walker
is now
tries to get it across to someone.
Starting to crumble.
Put out for a corner by Schlager.
This is what we talk about so much in the build-up. Leipzig cannot afford to lose their heads, because if not, they will lose the tie tonight.
Exactly that.
But yeah, I'll be honest, it's looking very likely that Real will be right up there come the end of this campaign.
Yeah.
Mahrez on the corner for City. Again, another set piece for them to try and get a second in this game.
Real Mahrez already a goal to his name. Can he get an assist now from this corner?
Or score straight from the corner.
And City could make that advantage doubled before half an hour.
Bit of pushing and shoving. But Leipzig will take it down the banner that says we're on our way to Istanbul.
Yeah.
Because after this corner, they might not be on their way to Istanbul. Mahrez, ball in.
Back post, Rodri, and that's blazed across the front of goal.
Put your money on Erling Haaland getting to that.
No one makes any contact with it.
But as you say, couldn't quite get onto the end of it.
Real Madrid versus Man City, the final for me. Says Chelsea fan. Well, as long as they don't meet in the quarters or semis, then maybe it could be.
The only reason I'd say Napoli is also because it depends what the runs they get. If they get a run like Liverpool did last year, find themselves in the final, probably against Real.
Well, obviously, like if somehow Chelsea overturn against Dortmund and then.
But say Chelsea got Bayern, City got Madrid, Napoli got Inter or Porto.
Someone I've not really considered, but are Dortmund in with a shout?
If they beat Chelsea.
It would be a miracle, but if you're going to take a long shot, Dortmund are not a bad
problem.
Shot.
The wrong with but I guess for Dortmund, again, it's a bit like, Dortmund are very inconsistent.
They're the only side that hasn't lost in 2023.
But that's over a league. That's over a league campaign. You don't, if they're only
I don't know if they've got the star firepower to be able to turn up on the biggest stage. But Chelsea won in 2021 with Havertz up front. And
Marcos Alonso's at left.
Not known for being a world-class goal scorer.
Aspilicueta at right. Oh no, he's at start Chelsea final.
Well, to stream one stream with a classic high full stop. Welcome back, mate. You join us 30 minutes into what hasn't been a classic game so far, but Manchester City have looked very good.
Yeah.
And
But I said 1-1. So all our predictions are still on.
Let's go. What did I go for? 5 now.
Yeah, 5-0.
Which I could see because I think City
more chance of your prediction than mine.
I think City could be 2-0 up by half time.
Yeah.
And then maybe Leipzig will lose their discipline.
Yeah.
And sort of push the game a bit more and end up regretting that.
Oh, Grealish, get up.
The problem is Leipzig sort of have to go for this leg since they've got home leg first.
I do not know what Jack Grealish has gone down here for, because he
ran in some pain.
He ran in front. Oh, they hit knees.
Oh, no, I think he plants his foot horribly there.
No, he's holding his ankle behind his knee.
I don't know then.
It's really strange because he kind of ran across Klosterman when he was about to kick it. Klosterman didn't kick it, and Grealish kind of ran past him and then went down injured.
How are you doing today? I'm doing great, Ron. Had a lovely day.
Yeah, doing alright.
And,
still annoyed that.
I always enjoy watching the Champions League.
Last night's game, because tonight has not been the same.
Oh no, I didn't expect it to be.
I mean, look at that, the goal just coming from really sloppy. That's why it's a big risk playing out the back against City, because that's how the goal came.
Yeah, well, it's a multitude of errors.
Blastwich is gaudy.
You can't really account for 3 different players making errors.
Watching it back, why is he just stuck an arm out?
Grealish currently receiving some treatment. We don't know if he'll be fine to continue. It seems he will be.
Yeah. You want to clean out his left knee.
And
like
Pep
blood.
giving some orders to Mahrez and Silva. Looks very animated on that.
Genuinely, one of the best managers ever.
Yeah. If you were a manager, would you go for the very animated, passionate style that we've seen from the likes of Jurgen Klopp and Pep Guardiola over the years, or would you be more of a Carlo Ancelotti, just no emotion, just pure?
I'd be so
cool, calm, collected.
If I say so emotional, it's like I'm crying.
I don't know how Ancelotti does it.
Genuinely, I couldn't. Even playing Football Manager, I get score a goal in like a final, and I'm sprinting to the other end of the house.
Make it sound like we live in like a giant house with these ridiculously long corridors.
Yeah, and when I lose, I get angry. I don't know how he does it, and he's actually doing it for it's his job.
Yeah. I mean, when I see my goalkeeper go rushing out, miss the ball.
Yeah. If I lose a game in Football Manager, never mind. But if he loses a game, loses in the Champions League, he gets sacked.
No, exactly that, yeah.
Well, usually when I lose a game in Football Manager, I'm getting sacked. But yeah, City on the ball now. 12 minutes to go. But I think, I'll be very animated, especially when I'm losing.
Coach says Jose Mourinho giving it to the away fans every game for me. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah. Getting to press conferences, I'm the special one.
I'd go Diego Simeone, just 2 for everyone.
I've won 2
even
titles.
though I'm on the sidelines. Yeah.
Just really big myself up.
Or Nathan Jones, just say, I'm a Europa League quality manager.
Yeah.
Oh, like the best manager ever.
I mean, Blastwich just fired that Gvardiol.
Yeah, they seem to have got away with it for now. Gvardiol driving that ball out of defence. It's good from Josko Gvardiol, though that is a shocking ball forwards. And now City have possession once more. Ederson knocks it across to Akanji. Oh, and Bernardo almost caught in possession.
I tell you what, I thought he was going to get there. I thought Schlager would have got onto that.
Mahrez. Quite deep at the moment, Riyad Mahrez.
Yeah, so he'll want to be higher up.
It's not that sort of error you expect him to be.
No.
Getting a lot of possession in, but dropping in just to get a bit of the ball.
Leipzig fans still getting behind the team. They are only 1-0 down.
If you're Marco Rose, how do you play this from here? What do you do?
Make sure you do not concede more than 2.
Yeah.
And try and get a goal.
Yeah, I think you got to push for a goal, but it's at what point? You can't go hell for leather now because City will score 4.
Yeah.
And then you'll lose 5-0. But you have got to try and push at some point in this game. You don't want to leave it too late, but you also don't want to go too early.
I guess maybe if you can quieten City for a
Bernardo Silva, and that is a
good tackle.
I thought that might be a foul on the edge. Bernardo gets it across. Grealish could shoot, won't shoot, does shoot now, and it's not far away at all.
Yeah,
just
maybe
over
if you
the
can
bar.
keep City quiet for maybe a good 25 minutes, half an hour, get the fans behind you, start to maybe have a few little chances, and then start to put a bit more pressure on.
The problem is I don't like, other than the counter attack, I don't really see where City's weakness is, and Leipzig haven't been good enough on the counter. If you're going to play counter attacking, well, you can't afford to make many errors when moving the ball forwards in these sort of areas. Speaking of the counter, here come Leipzig. Watchalong tries to release. Was that Willie Orban? No, it's Lima, I believe.
Klosterman.
Oh, it's Klosterman, yeah.
Why is Klosterman?
I was caught out by him.
Yeah.
Like-
Klosterman's just going on a bit of a run there.
That's not the usual
Look at
profile
that.
of forward.
Not a single attempt in 36 minutes of
Yeah,
football.
and that's the issue.
For
If
Leipzig.
you don't shoot, you can't score. And RB Leipzig, I mean, they've barely got in the position to shoot, but when they have, they haven't.
I mean,
been
how
on those
Man
efforts.
City managed to perform like, on the biggest stage in the whole of football, you managed to stop your opponent having a single shot inside 37 minutes.
Yeah.
That is just absurd.
Does that demonstrate the disparity between the Premier League and the other leagues? Because
Yeah.
other than the top clubs in the other
The
leagues,
reason I say
no one
that,
can
yeah,
compete. Whereas in the
apart from Real, I think any team in any of the other league, PSG and Bayern.
apart from all the other sides in Europe,
Okay, no. Apart from PSG, Bayern and Real, I would say any team in any other of the top four leagues could beat each other. It's like Inter Porto. Any of those two could win. Napoli, Frankfurt. If Frankfurt, maybe not Napoli this season, but say it was Napoli's last season, I'd say Frankfurt would
intriguing
win.
thought. But I still think like Dortmund can beat Chelsea, for example. So, but I think there is a big
Yeah.
disparity because I think most of the Prem clubs would beat like if the adjacent team in all the other top 5 leagues. Like Southampton would batter Schalke,
Yeah.
I think.
Like Bournemouth would, they'd put like 6 past Spezia.
Yeah, if they're the same position, I don't know.
I'm just
I
saying,
don't keep up with-
Spezia are there somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
If they're now like 10th, I do apologise.
Yeah, Brighton go to Spain and finish 3rd, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly what I'm saying.
Exactly.
I think you're right there, Cody.
Actually, that's actually a good thought. Bright. It's talk.
Like maybe 4th.
Well, it's what,
Even a
that's-
year that Atleti are playing well.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Talk about his teams like Brighton, Fulham getting into Europe this year.
And that's
Where are they
the
gonna
thing.
stand?
Well, I think as much as you want Europe to represent everyone across all the leagues, does it not make more sense to give more spots to England, considering how many times
If you look at it, so this year, do Brighton beat PSV? Do Brighton beat Nantes or Juventus?
Equally,
or Sporting?
the coefficient rules that are going to come in when we see the format change.
Every year.
Well, they mean that whoever falls just outside of those European spots in the Premier League is likely going to get the places.
Yeah.
Because we're going to get a situation now where actually there's going to be too many teams in the Premier League competing for just 4 spots.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see how that sort of works itself out.
That's a weird camera from VT.
That's not like BT. I've never known them to do a weird
Their
camera.
pitch side camera is still a different colour gradient to their actual other cameras.
I love BT Sport. Again, it's not BT Sports coverage, but
Yeah, I know, but still. Of course it is on, just Sky wouldn't allow this.
no, because they provide
Yeah.
their own coverage for games. But yeah,
Red Mahrez, again, he's a red paintable.
Good delivery.
Always headed over.
but yeah.
Rodri again.
Royce and Rodri put a few headers on target. That one very much not on target though.
He scored a really good one against Villa.
18 votes in the poll in chat so far. 72% Manchester City, 28% RB Leipzig. Still nobody thinks this game is going to end in a draw.
The one day that someone, like the majority, goes for a draw will be a magical day.
It will be.
But
Yeah.
it was,
I don't think it's ever going to
like a
happen.
cup final.
Nah, I don't think it's ever going to happen.
can't
Joseph disagrees with Cody's point of Brighton being able to finish 3rd in Spain.
I don't know. I think Brighton beat Valencia. They beat Villarreal. They challenge Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
They hammer.
I think even the Aston Villa side currently could finish
yeah
in the Champions League spots
maybe
in
give them
Spain.
another centre half. But we've got Diego Costa. Diego Carlos. Sorry.
Tyrone Mings. Diego Costa.
Don't give
Diego Costa off. He'd be annoying to play against.
But yeah, so Tyrone Mings is a more competent centre half than
Well, compared to in the Spanish league, he'd look a lot more competent. Like Tyrone Mings could play in European football.
Yes.
Because you see players like Chancellor Mbemba got swallowed up by the Premier League and is now playing a Champions League round 16 game today. So the quality of the Premier League is just far exceeds any other league in Europe right now.
Zambo is going to win the Serie A.
Yeah, and he could barely bring a ball down when he was playing in the Prem.
Yeah, people like Darmian just starting in the starting right back in a Champions League round 16 side, but it's weird to think though that he wouldn't even make it in Man United's Europa League side.
Yeah,
this year.
We've spoken about it a lot on the podcast, but I don't know how any other league catches up to the Premier League now.
No, not a way. If anything, they're all going to get further apart.
Well, yeah. The disparity will only grow greater as the popularity of the Premier League rises.
No other league will ever have 9 teams that could get into Europe.
Probably not, no.
Even more than that, though, because I'd even say this year, we've got the top 10 that could all get Europe, and then you've probably got Aston Villa, who could be up there as well.
Yeah.
So you've probably got 11 teams in the Premier League that I could see in Europe, and I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
from Klosterman
fair enough. Sadat and Kunku not playing tonight? Yeah, just fine. I mean, I'm happy for him just to sort of train for 6 months, just not play too many games, play every now and then.
Don't get injured, whatever happens.
Please, just
don't
get
injured. Not get injured also, and then just fall over on the flight to Chelsea at the end of the season.
Yeah, Mahrez.
Break his ankles, he's coming off his EasyJet. He definitely...
I hope he's not getting EasyJet, yeah. If not, that would be my bigger concern, not him getting off the plane.
EasyJet into London Luton, he's just there.
Yeah. Ederson, Rodri. Back now to Ederson. Forsberg applying that pressure, but Ederson very comfortable playing out of it. Not like Courtois last night or Alisson.
Say, 2 best goalkeepers in the world both had blunders.
Yeah, on the same evening.
Now watching Ederson
very
and
similar errors. Yeah. Rodri, 1-2 with Gundogan.
Just to bring us back, because we've talked about how we think Premier League sides do it. How do you think Real do in the Prem?
Oh, they'll be at the sharp end.
Right at the top. Maybe even win the league.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, what about Barca?
Similar position.
Yeah.
Similar position, yeah.
I think Napoli this season the same.
Well, that's the thing. Christ for the European Super League and that over a year ago by the top clubs. Obviously, it is just a thing for greed, but I think we could end up... That seems to be where football's going to go. I think it's the only way that Real, Barca, PSG and Bayern will be able to compete with the Premier League clubs in a few years. But, yeah, not that I'm an advocate for the Super League, but I think it's something like that.
Bayern and PSG the same? Would they be right at the sharp end of the Prem?
Most likely, yeah. I mean, PSG will fall off because they operate like a spoiled kid.
Just buy everyone. Which won't work in the Premier League. You can't just go to all your
loads of money.
You can't just go to all your old teams and just buy their best players.
Yeah. Hottest football take. Mine is Cristiano's 69 goals as a winger is more impressive than Messi's 91 as a centre forward, especially if you look at their favourite opponents. I disagree with that one. I think Messi...
I do have to ask, are you Ronaldo or Messi? Are you Ronaldo in terms of the
who's your favourite in the GOAT debate?
Ronaldo or Messi? There's one answer here that I'll be happy with, one answer.
I'm not too bothered by the GOAT debate, but I just see 91 in a year, and I don't think anyone will ever beat that.
That's mental. It's absolutely mental.
Maybe Haaland.
There's only 365 days in a year, and he scored on 91 of them.
He scored 91 goals.
Yeah.
He probably scored a couple in the same day.
Probably say he scored 91. He probably had to score more than one a day.
Oh yeah. Considering they also take a 3-month break in the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
Of the year.
And they don't play every single day, obviously.
No.
It wasn't just like...
I mean, when you look at it more as matches, they probably played 40, maybe 50 games.
Yeah.
In the year he scored 91, so... Yeah. He's brought that down excellently.
And then wins the fray.
Clears it into Haaland, it's out for free.
Thought the line was going to give it to City then. Leipzig's still in this game though. I think that's the important thing as we head towards half time. 1 minute at a time.
Yeah. I'm glad I can appreciate both their greatness. Yeah, fair enough. I'm glad you're quite level-headed in that, because I know, well, there's a lot of fans on both sides of the debate that are quite delusional. But yeah, I think that tarnishes the debate between the two of them. Obviously, most rational thinkers will ignore them, but you do just get these, like, you see it all the time. If you go into literally any football accounts, Instagram and Twitter replies will just be filled with Messi and Ronaldo stands putting absolute dross. But yeah.
I mean, I just think they will be. They are. I don't say which one's the GOAT. They are just both the greatest that will ever be. No one will ever. People saying, Ronaldo and Mbappe, will they be the new GOAT? No, they'll never touch it.
Yeah, and Cody's also a Manchester United fan. Now that one is inexcusable.
That kind of explains why you're more Ronaldo then.
Yeah.
Because if Messi wore a United shirt and Ronaldo hadn't,
Leipzig. Getting forward here. Werner with a shot on target. That's Leipzig's first effort of the night. And Ederson probably caught a little bit surprised by that, because Leipzig are actually having a shot, making him do something. And that is half-time here in Germany. Well, they took a shot.
Well, that's a good end of the half.
It's a massive improvement.
It's Man City, he was brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. And Cody, I guess that's why you prefer watching why you watch Mark Goldbridge, and obviously he's a United fan. I love Goldbridge as well, though, so from a neutral perspective. Very interesting. If I read one more Pesci or Fernando, I'll uninstall Twitter. Yeah, it can be a horrible place to be, especially when you get in. I was like, the best way to deal with them is just not engage. If you engage with a Messi or Ronaldo
in one, you end up down a rabbit hole of like 57 of them.
Yeah. Darkly, you should add some Johnny Walker to those classes. I know, mate, because then by about half time we won't know what's going on anymore.
But it would be an interesting stream, wouldn't
it? Yeah.
But for the sakes of wanting to stay on YouTube, we're not going to do that.
What horrific thing are you going to say? But yeah, in terms of that first half, then, what should we discuss first?
I mean, City. How many? Check out. Can you check how many passes there are?
Statistics, yeah.
Because they're 100. They're 138.
It's 4 digits, yeah.
Minute.
Well, 74% possession. Then they end the half.
I'm saying not how many passes I made. Can't fuck my went to support on you here. Oh, here we go.
403. 403 passes from Manchester City in 45 minutes.
So yeah, double that. You're right, about 800. That is ridiculous. 400
95% pass accuracy rate. 7 shots, 1 big chance, 1 goal.
How many passes have they even got 100, Leipzig?
Leipzig 123. So they've got a bit of the ball.
To be fair though, against any other side that isn't City, that's respectable.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, 100. You're not dominating at 100 passes, but yeah. You don't expect the opposition to have had 400.
Yeah. Absolutely mental from City, to be honest. They've been brilliant. They've been absolutely brilliant. I put a foot wrong all game. And it's a really, really good goal from Riyad Mahrez.
Exactly. They got 1 big chance. They took that 1 big chance as well, taken as well by Riyad Mahrez. I think, he's a really, really talented player. I never really rated Mahrez before this season. It's only this season I've really appreciated his talents.
He has got like 17 goals against Chelsea this year.
But also I think he's had a more pivotal role in the Manchester City system. Before, often you would look at Sterling and Foden as City's best players, but their game time seems to have diminished this season. Well, exactly. Yeah. But
he's still playing for it.
It's interesting. What do you make of the Phil Foden situation? I know it's not anything to do with today's game, but Phil Foden has not had the amount of minutes he would have wanted.
But
I'll get some statistics.
I know it's a bit strange and he's a brilliant footballer, but I can't justify it. I don't think anyone can. Grealish and Mahrez have just been so good.
But when you've got Mahrez playing as an 8 today, could you not put Mahrez out wide and I know he scored in that
Yeah, but I also guess if you're learning a new system, you want to stick with the same 11 players to get used to that
just
system.
14 starts in the Premier League this season for Phil Foden. In the Champions League, he has, if I can find the competition, 3 starts. Yeah. They're not the amount of numbers. So 17 starts in all competitions. It's not how many he would have envisioned at the start of the season.
What an impact off the bench.
Of course, but do you think there's any chance Phil Foden looks for a move away this summer?
I don't blame him. Cancelo did the same. Cancelo didn't have game time. And then,
do you think if he can see a realistic opportunity, does he take it? Because
yes,
he would be on the first name on the team sheet at most other sides
But who provides them that opportunity?
Chelsea.
No, you can't buy everyone. We don't even win.
Well, Todd Bowley might be able to buy everyone.
3-0 England women, by the way.
Yeah, complete dominance there. Very excited for the Women's World Cup in Australia. Yeah,
Very
good
early
tournament in
mornings
July.
for us.
But yeah, what are we thinking then from today's game?
Yeah, City
Ruthless
looked
and City,
brilliant.
but
But Leipzig, I mean,
they've not been bad. That's the thing. They've not been
haven't.
bad.
Goals very sloppy, and I think against teams like City, when you concede, you want it to be like, oh, that was a good goal, couldn't do anything about it. You can't really afford to, give them the goal, because really that's what they did. It was sloppy out the back, and then 3 or 4 errors, Blast which didn't even bother going for it, and then suddenly they're 1-0 down.
Yeah, do you think Pettigal actually stops that?
Yes. He leant down, stuck his arm out, and he got near it. So imagine if he actually dived.
Yeah. No, it wasn't really a good enough effort
one
from
shot on
Blast.
target, and that came in the 46th minute. You can't. No matter who you're playing against, you cannot go.
Yeah, the style that Leipzig are trying to implement today is to play counter-attacking football, and they've not been able to do that so far. They've not been able to get that final ball's been really lacking for RB Leipzig. It's been an issue because if you're going to try and hit City on the break, you've got to be doing it with precision, and you've got to be bagging those chances that you do get.
You can't afford to be that costly.
Yeah, exactly. City are an impenetrable force at times. They are
definitely
one of the most ruthless sides in Europe, if not the best one. The best side in Europe, arguably, other than maybe Real Madrid.
Champions League trophy they ever played.
No, but I do have a feeling this could be their year. I feel like everything's just been terrible. Chelsea are down the table, and that frustrates me.
Just Real look too strong. And while Real look this strong, I don't see City beating them.
Yeah, maybe.
Because you get to that final, Real beat them.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at those stats. Just absolute dominance from City.
Yeah.
Every single
managing to muster up 0.05
0.05
XG right at the end there, thanks to Werner.
Yeah, decent effort over that, but quite an easy save for Edison in goal. Yeah, the problem is against a team like City is that Leipzig have to still stay regimented. They might be 1-0 down, but they can't afford to change anything.
There will come a time in this game where Leipzig will look to turn on the style and
towards
hopefully
the start of the game,
try and
they
find
did
the
have
goal.
a kind of a 5-10 minute flurry where they were, did have a bit of the ball.
Oh yeah, a couple of times they were able to catch City napping in possession, but they couldn't do anything with it.
Offside.
Yeah. I think we picked up on at the start about how Mahrez was going to be one of the biggest threats for Manchester City today. We didn't expect him to be operating in the position he has been, but
He's been more dangerous there.
he has been. Yeah, but out wide, often his talents can...
this is really started from Schlager there.
Yeah, you can't afford to make that sort of
Again, it's costly. It's really costly, and then a bit rash from Gavardio there.
Yeah.
And Gundogan's just been there, take and dear
Just, but Mahrez, so lethal in front of goal, such a magical player. I think his footwork and his ability on the ball is genuinely world class.
Yeah.
But
he is brilliant.
Yeah. Such a great talent, Riyad Mahrez.
He showed the potential that Leicester in their title-winning season snapped up by City, and especially this season, he's just been on fire.
Yeah, and if they are to come away with any silverware come the end of the season, you'd have to argue that a catalyst of that is Riyad Mahrez. He's probably been, Haaland had a brilliant start to the season. He's tailed off a little bit in 2023, but he's still been in amongst the goals heavily. Yeah. But Mahrez would certainly be, I think, the second man you would credit City's success with after that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But there's also one, especially in Champions League, you get to a quarter final, get to semi-final, and you win. You might be out of the game, but if you win a free kick 20 yards, 25 yards out, and he hits it top corner, you can change the game.
He's a magical player, and that ability to completely turn around tie is invaluable in knockout competitions. Yeah, I genuinely think this could be Manchester City's year, and
maybe. Premier League's gone to absolutely. They'll either get one. I think they'll get one. They'll either get the Premier or the Champions League.
Or the FA Cup. But
that's what City do.
Can you comprehend a scenario where Manchester City don't win something? Imagine. It doesn't seem realistic after the last few years, but it's possible. It's entirely possible because Arsenal are looking very good in the league.
I think there's more chance though, that they win the Premier League and the Champions League. I really do. Just because Arsenal still show, small signs here and there that they are still Arsenal.
Yeah. Both sides with some tough games coming up.
Yeah. In the big one, they've still got to play each other. That's massive.
Of course, yeah.
If Arsenal win that, then maybe I'll go, yeah, okay, City have got it this year. But if City...
If Arsenal win it, then City have got the Prem.
No, sorry. City go, yeah, no, Arsenal got it this year. But if City win it...
Well, a lot could change before then. City could go on a run of winning 5 straight. Well,
could lose
not
to
5 straight. They don't play to April, do they?
Yeah.
But they could, City could go on and win the next 10 games and Arsenal lose all of them. And, Arsenal was at Europe and City is back to the top of the league.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Do you think, obviously we've got Cody who's a Manchester United fan, do you think that Manchester United are still in with a shot at the title this year?
100%. 100%. Only 5 points off Arsenal.
We spoke about it last Wednesday, didn't we, on the pod? But there is a slight chance. I wouldn't, if you're a Man United fan, don't start ordering your tickets for their bus parade. But if Arsenal are to slip up, I think United might be in a better position than Man City to
look at last
capitalise on
weekend.
it.
Arsenal scragged the straight win at Villa, and City drew to Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
Yeah, United just look really... But I think United's main focus has got to be Europa League. Because if they can beat Barcelona, they're my favourites.
Yeah.
And then also they've got the Carabao Cup final this weekend, still in the FA Cup. Even that treble, even without the Premier League, they could still get 3 trophies this year, Man United.
Imagine. I mean...
We laughed at them for losing 4-0 to Brentford and 2-0 to Brighton. They're bottom of the league.
Absolutely. With Arsenal and City still to play each other, I think we've got a red-hot chance. Well, who have United still got to play? They've got Chelsea, I think we've still got to play them again. I don't count that as a tough game, do you? To be fair, counting Chelsea down to 10th, but not Tottenham. I just don't see Tottenham winning another game of football, ever.
Newcastle? Is it win Newcastle?
I don't know. Oh, yeah, because they were supposed to play I think that's a rearranged game. Let me have a look. So, Manchester United.
But yeah, still a chance for United, still a chance for City, still a chance for Arsenal.
So United have Liverpool on the 5th of March. They've got Chelsea in April, Tottenham in April, and that's it. Oh, Newcastle in April as well. So they don't have either of the top 2 sides to play.
And Liverpool.
Yeah, but I don't really count right at the top. I've said Liverpool. I'd say Liverpool, Newcastle, Chelsea, Tottenham, their toughest games. It's a nice run.
Yeah, it is a nice run.
It's a really, really nice run. If City and Arsenal are to draw against each other...
City still got to play Arsenal, Chelsea...
City play Chelsea on the penultimate day of the season.
Brighton...
The penultimate weekend. They've got Liverpool in April, so they've got Newcastle coming up.
We always know they're rubbish against Liverpool.
Yeah. And in terms of Arsenal, who do they play in the coming weeks? They've got Liverpool in April, City in April, Chelsea in April, Newcastle in May. I don't know. I don't know who's going to win the title. It's going to be interesting to see how it unfolds over the next few months.
Chance tonight though. What the other side have to do in the second half?
Well, Manchester City have to keep it up, keep playing the way they have, but they've also got to be conscious that maybe Leipzig will try something different in the second half. So be prepared for that. I think we will see substitutions for City. They've got a very difficult game, I'd say.
Yeah. Especially also they get
not
one
this
more
weekend.
maybe.
The next weekend.
Maybe get 2-0 up and then real on subs.
Yeah. They've not got a difficult game at all, so maybe just leave the best players out on there because Bournemouth shouldn't be tough. But they will.
No. Chris Meffin pocketed Ireland last time. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't think they can pocket everyone though. That's the problem. Chris Meffin, he's a good player, but he can't pocket everything. His pockets aren't big enough.
Good centre half.
I think my lucky stars we waited for Ten Hag and didn't go for Conte or Poch. What a manager. Yeah. I think that is exactly the right manager that
it proves that
the perfect
bringing
fit.
in a caretaker manager can work. Because if United had gone for a full-time manager there and it had gone wrong, we talk about this season winning a title or winning a trophy. We probably wouldn't even talk about next season winning a trophy.
This is what I don't understand about Chelsea's signing of Graham Potter. I would never bring in a project manager in November.
Yeah.
That made zero sense. If you're so when you bring in a manager for the future, you bring them in the summer. You give them a couple months with the side to sort of start to implement their system.
With Tuchel throughout the whole season, or brought in a Terry. I'm sure John Terry would have done it until the end of the season.
No. Might as well just relegate ourselves at that point.
Steven Gerrard is always out there.
But Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why Potter would bring him in November, or why we waited until November to bring him in.
Yeah.
But I guess it would have been harsh for the new owners to go, yeah, so you wanted Champions League a year ago, Tuchel, but we're going to sack you now.
Yeah.
But I really like Graham Potter. It's just a shame it's not worked out yet at Chelsea. And I think...
I just hope that the board are patient.
Yeah.
Because it will work. Is the board are more patient
I hope
than
we
the
write
fans.
off this first 7 months
That's good, yeah.
and look
Well,
instead at...
Benjamin Heinrichs is going to be coming on for RB Leipzig at half time.
Maybe not since I thought he was then. Oh,
Yeah,
so at the start again.
He looks really injured. The bloke's in
Maybe
a full
there's
kit
some
ready to come on.
concern. He
Who's
wasn't
that
fit.
for?
That is Simakan. Can't think his first name now, but Mohamed Simakan, the young French centre half.
Yeah.
I'm Harry. Welcome to the stream. Hello, lads. Haven't been watching the game. Has it been good?
No.
Well, it depends
Well,
what you class as a good game. City have played some excellent football. It's a very typical City performance.
Yeah.
Just complete possession domination. It's classic Pep Guardiola, and then they got half a chance and they're ruthless.
Yeah.
Manchester City don't miss.
But
And yeah, brilliant finish from
one
Real
shot.
Madrid. Yeah.
But, Man City have had 400 passes. It's just been very, very dominant from City. It's not been boring.
No.
And it's still, I think we've still got a strong half to come. Yeah, I'm guessing Heinrich's coming on for Klosterman. Would be the obvious. So
that's the thing about City. I don't think they ever have a boring game.
Yeah.
I was also trying to avoid, ignore the guy on camera, but yeah. Some interesting gestures made by one of the Manchester City fans when the camera pans.
Only on BT.
The only person I'd sack Potter for is if Zidane decided what to manage Chelsea.
No.
Other than that, stick with him. I would have only brought in Zidane before our Champions League game. Pointless now.
Crazy, but Zidane only works at Real.
Oh, he's not been tested anywhere else. That's a completely unfounded
You
logic.
can't take that risk. The only things
Why
that
not?
can is like a PSG or a
Sorry,
Bayern.
I think you'll probably take a risk on a 3-time Champions League winning manager. Sorry, so when Bayern brought in Pep Guardiola, did you go, well, that's a bit of a risk?
That's what I'm saying. Teams like Bayern and PSG can because they win the league no matter who's in charge.
Yeah, but Chelsea are already out of the league.
I
Feb.
could be in charge of PSG and I'd probably still win the league.
Yeah, fair enough. But I think if you're going to bring in Zidane, you bring him in Feb, just with all those Champions League, just before the Champions League game against Dortmund. Because the only reason you bring Zidane in is if you're going to win the Champions League.
But also,
you're not
make sure
now,
Zidane is happy to join before you sack Potter. If you sack Potter and then Zidane says no, you're stuck with Thomas Tuchel
begging
again,
Tuchel to come back.
or Villa Boas.
Yeah.
Bring back Glenn Hoddle.
Or throwing enough money at Jose Mourinho that he comes back.
Oh, do you know what?
No.
For next season,
The nostalgia in me wants it to happen, but
Yeah.
I don't want him to tarnish his legacy.
or let Potter do like 4 or 5 years and we'll dominate everything, and then bring back Mourinho every year.
I want Mourinho at England.
Yeah.
That would be so fun. I don't care if we don't win anything. I just want to see him.
Or Tuchel.
Just like, yeah.
But I know that won't happen because obviously all the English fans would hate him.
Yeah.
Yeah, people hate Jose Mourinho. Chelsea fans obviously love him. But any other fan in the Premier League, like,
But that's the thing, right?
hates him.
Well, Manchester United, he did a good job.
Yeah, he did. But yeah, Heinrich is on
Like,
the Klosterman.
second in the Premier League behind one of the greatest sides of the last decade in Manchester City is a good job.
That's
And
what
winning
Mourinho
Europa
does.
League, it's more than anyone since or before him
Yeah.
had done since, obviously, the end of Sir Alex Ferguson's reign. Yeah. Zidane won more trophies than games he lost at Real. Sorry, yeah. That is completely insane.
That is okay.
Leipzig
I would probably take it.
get back, and now they get us started for this second half. Leipzig, I don't think they played poorly in the first half, Leipzig, but yeah. In terms of where they go from here, I don't really know, because if you're going to get something from City, you've got to stop them. You've got to stop them from scoring, and yeah, you've got to actually score yourselves. But with one shot on target and one goal conceded, Leipzig are in a bit of a spot bother.
Yeah.
If they limit it to 1-0, I don't see any reason why they can't go to the Etihad and get a result there.
Yeah. True.
So yeah. Here's Mahrez on the ball. Halstenberg puts in a challenge from behind. I think that will be deemed as a foul. It is indeed. Manchester City deep free kick. And now City will build that up as they tend to do. More than happy just to knock around that. Those Leipzig very quick to the pressure here early in the second half.
Probably their best
City
chance.
have played out of it, and it's one back. Lima. Silva takes it in his stride. Akanji gets across nicely though, and then he pulls him back.
You cannot afford to let the ball run across anybody like that against City.
No, I don't think he was aware of Akanji coming in on his left. I don't think he knew he was that close to him. Even though he probably wouldn't have. Probably would have tried to hold it up, but yeah. Rosa watching on. He'll be sort of wondering what he can do now. To be fair, I think my nan could have coached that Real side of 3 UCL side. What a team. Yeah.
It was brilliant.
It still is brilliant. It's pretty much the same side. Obviously, the defence has changed completely, but you know, you've got. Well, I guess it's not the same side at all. Is it? On reflection, it's not the same team.
It's a brilliant tackle from the ref from the City point of view. Drop ball.
But it's right. Interesting question. Is the Real side now better than the Real side 2017?
No.
Yeah, I'd agree. Because but it's got the potential. A couple years maybe.
I look at that 2017 team and I go, Varane and Ramos. You know, you had Modric, Kroos, and Casemiro. You had Ronaldo. Ronaldo, Benzema, Bale. One of the best front threes in the world.
Yeah. I think though Vinicius has the potential to be as good. Well, maybe not as good as Cristiano Ronaldo, but have a similar.
Better than Bale.
Oh yeah. Gareth Bale, magnificent footballer, but just seemingly after Real move gave up.
Oh, this is good from Timo Werner. As it goes,
can't get it across.
No bloke to win. What? Yeah, as you say, 3 Champions League.
I don't think he gave up. He just really struggled
golf.
with his injuries a lot, didn't he, Gareth Bale? But
he will find a way to get injured in golf.
Welcome to the stream. We've had 2 people join at the same time. Eldrish and Siddhartha, welcome to the stream. Can someone share the link? Unfortunately, I don't have a link, but I'm sure you can find one somewhere. And Eldrish says Leipzig will cause an upset. I mean, it's not off the cards, is it? If Leipzig were to be able to, release the ball in behind, and Timo Werner had the space, the time, and he was composed enough, there's definitely a chance Leipzig could get a goal. But they've not created anything yet, and that would worry me as a Leipzig, if I was a Leipzig fan.
Yeah. I just don't see a way they get a goal at the moment. But you never know.
Is Bale the greatest Brit of all time, or the greatest British footballer?
Who?
He's in Gareth Bale. He's in the conversation, isn't he? I think obviously you've got to consider that obviously anyone from the England 66 World Cup winning side
probably
are definitely up there. We've had some magnificent footballers throughout the decade before last, but none of them successful with their national side.
Baller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a baller, sure. I don't know. It's really obviously it's very difficult to define across eras, but potentially if you're talking about the 2010s, he's the greatest Brit, arguably, because Gerrard probably did his best stuff in the decade before that. Same for Lampard. Yeah. Same for Terry. So it's hard to judge. Haaland, by the way, causing a little bit of problem, but that's good from Josko Gvardiol.
Never seen that from running hard. Getting the ball.
Bit
he ran
fortunate
too fast. Forgot
the ball couldn't catch up with him.
Yeah.
Heinrichs.
Genuine how fast the ball. Oh, that is.
I can't. No,
it's not apparently. Here's
Gundogan. Can he find someone in the box? Knocks it across. Riyad Mahrez, and that's a big block from Schlager. Falls to Grealish. Can't get a shot away, Grealish. It's well won by...
is that foul, Jack
It's not Szoboszlai, is it? Can't tell who it is. I think it's Orban.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Who was unhappy that Grealish grabbed him from behind.
Quite electric opening 5 minutes this half.
Yeah, if anyone in chat has some suggestions for greatest Brit of all time, please just stick them in there. I want to hear some nominations from you guys. Do not say Harry Kane. Arguably one of the greatest finishers of all time, but I don't think his game is complete enough. I don't think he's achieved enough in football.
Okay, he's won an Audi Cup and a Golden Boot.
Yeah. Harry Kane to Manchester United. Do you think it's a plausible transfer come the summer?
I think he'll want to score 7,000 goals at Tottenham. That's his passion.
It is, but he's already Tottenham's top goal scorer.
That's what I find weird, though. Why is he still there?
Well, we know obviously he wants to break the Premier League record for goals. He's made that. He's made his intentions there clear.
United.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is it a possibility? Is he the missing piece in United's jigsaw?
No, because Fred can't be your backup CDM.
What?
Actually, no, I like Fred. Too.
Yeah.
I suppose I strike because Wout Weghorst isn't going to win you the Premier League.
Well, exactly. But so if Manchester United are looking at a forward this summer, who do you target? For me, there's an obvious one. In Victor Osimhen.
Yeah, but he's been a lot.
But would they view Kane as a good option considering he is homegrown?
Maybe.
I mean, I don't think United will struggle with the homegrown quota. Sancho, Rashford,
I'm just trying
Shaw,
to think now, to be honest.
Wan-Bissaka. They're probably all right for homegrown players, but
Dortmund have got 7,000.
what homegrown players?
Strikers. Adeyemi, but won't tell Adeyemi so soon.
If I could have any striker at United in this order, Mbappe, Osimhen, Kane. Yeah.
Well, if you get you get the Qatar investment, I'm sure Mbappe.
Well, I don't. Yeah.
Oh, Mahrez, good touch.
Mbappe.
Well, actually,
I don't really know what's going to happen with his career.
I want to know about this.
Bernardo, heart of the pitch, could get a shot away.
Thoughts on David De Gea?
Right, lose possession.
Do you keep him as your starting keeper, or do you bring a new one?
I could see Mike Mainan being there in the coming into the season.
I haven't actually asked this question to a United fan. I don't know any United fans.
Cody, are you happy with De Gea? Would you keep him another season, or do you think it's time to move on? I mean, United fans have sort of been saying for years he should go. But yeah, I remember 2017, 2018.
I mean, if you ask
sort of
me,
time he was brilliant. But
if you ask me at the moment, he's a bit inconsistent. Because I look at an absolute howler against Brentford, but there's been times this season where he's made phenomenal saves and kept United in games. So,
but he's not done it consistently enough like he used to. He used to single-handedly win the matches.
Towards Enright.
What?
I got
Benjamin Heinrichs getting a shot away at goal. Header away.
Henrichs.
All right.
I don't know. I got flustered in the moment.
It's not like Ben Wright. It was just a different bloke.
Brilliant.
One possession heart of the pitch. Conrad Lima.
Haustenberg ball in. Yeah, Henrichs. My head's gone now. Henrik. It was Henrichs, isn't it?
Heinrichs, yeah. Might be wrong though.
Heinrichs head just over the bar, but first 8 minutes of this half has been much better from Leipzig.
Yeah, Forsberg, Haustenberg. Back now with the Swedish creator, Johan Berg.
Johan Berg, Goodmans.
I don't see Kane going anywhere. Yeah, fair enough, Chelsea fan.
Yeah, he wants to beat everyone.
It would feel like losing my firstborn, but I think it's time he becomes back and we bring in someone like David Raya. Great shout, to be fair. Doing really well at Brentford.
Mainan's a bit injury prone.
Potential swap deal. What about Henderson for Raya? I mean, I imagine you'd have to throw some money in there to sweeten the deal for Brentford, but do you think Brentford would take that?
Or just Raya on a free.
Is he available on a free, is he? At the end of the season?
I swear he's available on a free at the end of the season. I might be wrong, but
Let's have a look.
I swear he's available on a free at the end of the season.
If he is, then every club in Europe should be having a look.
Yeah.
David Raya contract. His contract expires in the summer of 2024.
Ah, yeah. So,
Well, you imagine Brentford would have to sell him on this summer then if they're looking to turn a profit, which we know that is
all I remember is seeing him.
what Brentford love to do.
He tweeted saying that he's still thinking about what he wants to do.
Watchalong.
Room's opened up here.
Oh, Heinrichs in space can have a shot. It's not though. He tries to just finish into the far corner. It's not a bad effort, but it's not on target. And you feel from that sort of opportunity, RB Leipzig have to be making the most of
time
it.
and space, you've got to score.
Szoboszlai slots him in.
No, he's got it. No,
he overthinks it.
He's got to hit the
He
target.
tries. Edison makes himself big. He tries to drag it too far.
He's got to go
corner.
near post, hit it hard, just smack it.
Yeah, just smash it near post.
Yeah, no, why is he?
And that's the difference.
He's tried to place it.
Like I said that's the difference between him and Reece James. I don't know why that would be the comparison, but yeah.
But that he's tried to place it and it's cost him. But again, that's what I'm saying though. Leipzig can have a good spell. Get
a
the fans
lot more
behind
open.
them. Yeah.
A lot more open in this second half. Grealish goes down softly under challenge from
Missed a
Heinrichs.
shot and fouled. Jack Grealish, that's not great from Heinrichs. But he's looked really good since he came on.
Chelsea fans' parents also a fan of David Raya to Manchester United. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I think he's one of the best young goalkeepers in Europe. For me, Mike Mainan's quality, and also because AC are tragic this season, you probably get him a cheap. But he has been injured all year, though, so it would be a slight
Apart from
concern.
that,
He doesn't
I don't
return
know
as the
what
same keeper.
other goalkeeper you go and get.
I think Chelsea's current conundrum with goalkeepers, by the way, brilliant bit of play there.
Werner,
Timo Werner onside because it was come from a throw.
I think he's got to go over. He's got to see Szoboszlai at the back post. Just things that
Leipzig very much lively in this fixture
things
now.
that City will notice that Leipzig don't.
Yeah.
Two opportunities there that City would score.
But a positive of Leipzig coming forwards is that they're not having to defend.
But yeah, Szoboszlai Werner's got to see him. Werner's got to go high. He's got to put it high.
Or cut it back to Silva.
Yeah. He can't put it in hard and low at the near post because Ederson's right there.
We notice this a lot at Chelsea, but Timo Werner, when he has the ball at his feet, he's a bit like a racehorse.
Just runs.
Blinkers on, doesn't take in his surroundings, and so he just sort of keeps running till he gets to the touchline and goes, well, I've got to put this in the box now, I guess.
Or he just runs the goal and don't see the goalkeeper. Or just miss the goal entirely.
Yeah, De Gea's inability to come out and claim a cross makes my head hot sometimes. Yeah, I mean, I can understand your fury from watching Kepa Arrizabalaga.
Have you seen that Spanish goalkeepers?
Maybe Damara isn't the answer in that case. But when you see the ball bounce across the 6-yard box and he just watches it.
Who started for Spain at the World Cup?
I was going to say Robert Sanchez, but not him either. But another brilliant young Spanish goalkeeper. It was Unai Simon, right?
Oh, yeah.
Again, another brilliant young Spanish goalkeeper.
Maybe it isn't Spanish goalkeepers. Maybe it is.
They've got a lot right now, haven't they? But Chelsea's long-term goalkeeper is sorted with Gabriel Slonina, who I genuinely believe has a world-class ability, has potential to be world-class. Sorry.
I think Mart's barely what a goalkeeper is.
Maybe it's the short-term solution. But yeah, I think Chelsea can survive with Kepa for another 2 years.
Yeah.
Just saying that makes me upset.
Do you think that Kelleher has the ability to start for Liverpool?
I don't know.
And if Harry's still here,
I don't know.
I want to know what he thinks as well. Would he be okay with Kelleher starting for Liverpool in maybe 2 or 3 years?
He makes up for that with his incredible shot stopping, so I don't know. Yeah.
Grealish, good footwork.
Gives it to Rodri. Can he take a shot? Nope. Goes across to Bernardo. Goes out wide. Here's Nathan Ake. Grealish. Back to Ake. Gundogan. Now it's with Rodri. And it's across to Walker. Not Walker, sorry, Akanji. City happy again to sit in possession. They've not had much possession, or as much possession, I should say, in this second half. They still had a lot of the ball.
It's been a really good start to the half from Leipzig.
Yeah, energetic first 15 minutes in this second half. But just see how this game plays out for now. Where do you see both sides going next? Obviously, we expect to see substitutions at some point in the next 7 minutes. But
I think is Nkunku on the bench.
I don't know. I can check. Also, Harry says Kelleher is class. Wouldn't mind him starting, just not quite yet.
Yeah, because I think Spain is pretty good at penalties. To be fair.
Yeah, I mean we saw him against Norwich, didn't we?
You sort of say so. Penalty. Yeah. Watched him play out 7 different penalty shots against Chelsea over the last 2 years, and he saved. So he did really well there.
I don't know if I'm remembering that wrong. It might have actually been a Liverpool penalty that Norwich didn't save.
No, it was a Norwich penalty.
No, it was a Norwich penalty. Yeah.
Because then Liverpool went on and scored like 7 after that.
And he also in the Carabao Cup final against Chelsea last season.
And FA Cup final. They also went to penalties against Chelsea this last season.
God. What was I looking for? Oh, Nkunku on the bench.
Yeah, bench players. But yeah, I think he's a good goalkeeper. I think, give him 2 years, maybe for 2-3 years more under Alisson. Yeah, so RB Leipzig do have the likes of Yusuf Poulsen and Christopher Nkunku to
that is a very good option. Bring into this game, which I think could have a big impact. They've got Kevin Campbell, but I don't expect to see him in the side. As for Manchester City, youngster Maximo Perrone is in the squad today, the young Argentine. Could we see him come on and make his debut?
Aussie City, by the way, passes Leipzig much higher now, into 200s. Yeah. City only still in the 400s, but also Leipzig covered more kilometres in terms of distance.
Yeah.
And this is brilliant for Timo Werner. Can he beat Kyle Walker? I'll tell you now, that's any other right back other than Kyle Walker. Timo Werner beats him there.
Yeah, but Walker deals with them well, and obviously we know Walker is absolutely rapid. But yeah, City, some noticeable what's the word? Exclusions from today's squad. De Bruyne, Stones and Laporte all missing, but they've coped well defensively.
Cuts in.
Gives it to Lima. Lima goes backwards, but they do still have Foden, Alvarez, maybe even Palmer.
That's the problem. A pass like that from Willie Orban, and now suddenly Leipzig have gone from a really good position to being under pressure, but that's really well dealt with. And now here's Szoboszlai.
Goes inside, Silva. So now with Schlager.
Yeah,
I've been very impressed by Xabi Schlager. I've not really seen much of him before, but he seems
a
very dependable central midfielder, and alongside Lima, the nice partnership.
I would expect to see Nkunku in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, an injection of creativity, an injection of pace.
Hope you can get a goal.
And someone who... we've seen him tear apart City before, haven't we?
Heinrichs, ball in. It's just kind of gone.
I remember back to the group stage of last year.
Yeah, he did really well.
It's a
Ball
number.
in, it's all headed away as
believe.
well.
I'm right, I remember that, or was that like the year before?
Oh, it's really good defending from Gavardio, but
Gundogan picks it up, and now it's a 2-on-2. Gundogan
That's
can't get it across to
brilliant
Haaland.
from
Schlager again, I think that was, that managed to get in front of that one.
And to be fair, if he hadn't made the error, to give City their goal, just kicking the ball to them.
I just want to point out, by the way, we are also at 60 minutes in our other Champions League game tonight, Inter Milan versus
nothing's
Porto.
happened.
Yeah.
Apparently. Just heard nothing from the game. So it's like it's not being played, it's being simulated.
Yeah, some changes in that. Lukaku is now on the field.
That's probably why nothing's happening.
Yeah. 58 minutes, him and Gozens came on.
What a ball that is from Timo Werner. Heinrich brings it down. Flag stays down, but Heinrich.
I mean, based on the expected statistics from the game, you'd be saying Porto have been the better side. 1.4 xG from FC Porto, 9 shots, 4 on target. Good statistics from the Portuguese giants.
Yeah. Andre Silva.
That's really brilliant. Silva in a good position. Can he get the shot away? It's a huge save from Edison Moraes. Huge save.
Watchalong wants there, handball.
But Inter dominating possession. Porto seemingly have created the better chances thus far, though.
But yeah, much better from Leipzig. They're still continuing to keep. This is what I said. They've got to get one of these good spells and hope they can find a goal.
Yeah.
They keep getting very close though, but still can't find the back of the net.
Halstenberg. Now with Schlager knocks it back.
There is a bit of movement on the Leipzig bench. I see a shirt. Like obviously a football shirt is being passed to someone. Players warming up.
That looks like Christopher Nkunku to me.
That does look Christopher Nkunku taking off his top.
Well, we might have future Chelsea player coming onto the pitch now.
Who are you seeing coming on for?
Has that been confirmed yet? I feel like it's pretty much a done deal, or everyone knows it's done, but no one said it's done, sort of thing.
Fabrizio must have said it at some point.
Yeah, he said the deal's done, but it's not been confirmed yet by Chelsea or Leipzig. I don't think.
I swear Chelsea announced it.
Maybe they did. I can't remember. It sort of just seems to be common knowledge that Nkunku is at Chelsea next season.
Yeah, everyone's kind of. Imagine it turns out he's not.
Yeah.
If just everyone's under the impression that he is.
Forsberg.
Oh, he's done really well
coming forward. Oh, that's so good from Emil Forsberg. And Heinrich can get it across the box. It's a huge block.
Heinrich has been brilliant since he's come on. I guess he just offer you something more offensive.
Yeah, should have scored.
But yeah, I mean that was a terrible effort.
As you say, he is an attacking fullback, and compared to Lucas Klostermann, who is a brilliant right back, don't get me wrong, but he's a lot more of a defensive option.
Yeah. That is Christopher Nkunku on the
That's exactly what you want, though, isn't it? You want a fullback, 2 fullbacks, and one of them to be more offensively talented, and one to be better defensively. So you can
Marco Reza just talking to Christopher Nkunku,
different situations,
telling him what he wants from him. Is he coming on now? They're gonna wait. I think they're gonna wait. Just until the next phase of play is over. Rodriguez goes calmly back to Edison. But yeah, really strong second half from Leipzig.
Chelsea fan says, when I saw Lukaku come on, I turned back to the City game.
Fair enough.
Yeah. If City were to go 2 up, we might switch channel, because I've been intrigued to see how on earth that's still 0-0.
Yeah.
Over in that game, but
yeah, Chelsea fan, if you haven't been watching it, just
give us your thoughts on that.
Let us know what's happened, to be honest, because it sounds like nothing.
Well, based on statistics, Porto have created the better chances and have just not finished them, and Inter haven't created created a lot of chances, but none of any quality.
Ball over top, Akanji's going to get there, and that is going to be out of play. And Leipzig are now going to bring on Christopher Nkunku.
As for who, though, I'm going to guess it's going to be Forsberg.
Yeah.
Number 10 comes off the field. That is Emil Forsberg, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what Christopher Nkunku can do. Yeah. Get a sneak peek of what we might be able to see at Chelsea next season. But if there's one man that's going to change his game and get Leipzig back level, it's going to be Christopher Nkunku.
Yeah. I'm going to see when City Leipzig last played.
Leipzig now, now it's their turn, not the ball around the back. They have to get their passes in. Just battle switch. Just getting on the ball. Orban.
Oh no, Nkunku scored a hat trick as they lost 6-3.
Oh, right.
in September 2021. So when they went on to lose to Chelsea in the no, wrong year.
Ball
Right?
over the top won't quite run to Andre Silva, and it'll go through to Ederson.
What 2021? That wasn't. No, that was last year's group stages, right?
Yeah, because it's 21. Chelsea won 2020-21.
Yeah.
So it was last year. Here's Kyle Walker. Under pressure, and Nkunku wins it back. Werner, back to Nkunku.
Can you see Rashi ever leave United?
No.
I don't know. It depends, obviously, where Manchester United go.
Silva to Werner. Brilliant foot from Leipzig. Back to... Will it run through to Silva?
It almost got
what
there,
a
but
tackle.
I think Walker just managed to get something on it, I believe.
But
Just
brilliant
not to get
foot from Leipzig. Just that final pass just didn't get through.
But as long as Ten Hag's at United, no, I don't see Rashford leaving. I think they've got such a good relationship, clearly, and he is their best player. So unless, 5 years' time, if United haven't won anything, then maybe he'll consider leaving, but
I think they can
I can't see that happening. Yeah. And they've got potential of either Jim Ratcliffe, who has some brilliant resource, or the very interesting, I can't remember the name now. It's Sheikh Yassim, I believe, a very elusive figure.
Oh, Haaland's in.
Haaland's in behind. Can Guardiola deal with him? No is the answer, but it's a poor shot.
Yeah.
But that's smart, though, because Guardiola, as much as he let him past him, he forced him out wide as he could go, and it was a very difficult angle for Haaland to finish from. I'd never bet against Haaland from any angle, but...
It's a tame effort from a man who's so clinical. If he put that on target, though, he's getting it past Bowswich.
I think that was just an impossible angle. But yeah. And now, who is this breaking? It's Schlager. And Timo makes the dart outside. Schlager, though, can't get it to him. It's now with Andre Silva coming forwards, tries to get the Szoboszlai. It's overhit, but he's got Heinrichs in support. He's got players in the box as well if he can find them. Okay, he does well. Now with Heinrichs, though. Gives it to Schlager. Leipzig in a really good position here. I feel like there's a goal coming. I don't know. It's going to be either Leipzig are going to score eventually,
That's a great
or City are going to counter. It's out for a corner.
It's been out for a corner. This is a really good chance for Leipzig. But what a
City counter on corner.
What an last 20-25 minutes it's been for Leipzig. Been much the better side. And as I said, the fans get behind them now. You feel like an equaliser is so close. And it could be from this corner. Got to be a good delivery from Halstenberg. They're trying to routine, I think. Szoboszlai has a go.
Oh, what a hit from Dominic Szoboszlai. What a stop, Ederson.
I mean, I thought they were doing a routine, but it just went to Szoboszlai. It's a brilliant hit.
And I've seen him score goals on that sort of range, admittedly for RB Salzburg.
Ball in.
It's headed home. Oh, and he's done it.
In from
Josko Gvardiol from the corner. Auburn's celebrating, and they think he scored, but I'm fairly sure that's Josko Gvardiol's effort. And RB Leipzig have been applying the pressure in the last 10 minutes, and finally they've got the ball in the back of the net. A huge goal in this tie. RB Leipzig 1, Manchester City 1.
Cody, mate.
Wow.
Thanks for the...
Oh my God, yeah. Thank you, mate.
I can't see where...
For the donation. We've had a lot of things happen all at the same time, but yeah.
Huge goal for Leipzig.
Cody O'Loughlin, thank you very much, mate. Appreciate the donation. And hey Trappy, welcome to the stream as well, one of our members. My favourite stream. Thank you.
What Leipzig.
What a moment.
Better. That is deserved. And we are back level.
100%. Leipzig, they've really applied the pressure in the last few moments.
Pep is not very happy.
Oh, I mean, you wouldn't be, would you?
But, oh wow. Very, as I said, very much deserved for Leipzig. And we said there's one leg where they could challenge Man City. It was going to be the home leg. And Josko Gvardiol with a brilliant header.
2 goals in 5 matches. Clinical.
Yes, that's pretty good for a centre.
Yeah, almost. He is an incredible aerial threat. I mean, RB Leipzig.
Yeah.
I mean, Dominic Szoboszlai deserved a goal moments earlier with what was a wonderful strike, denied only by a brilliant save from Ederson. Ederson, though, could not deny Gvardiol there. And now Leipzig... Could they take momentum from that goal and channel it into potentially a second?
Maybe. 20 minutes to go.
We're in for an
all to play for. And if they go to the Etihad 2-1 up, that is going to be very tough for Manchester City. Because it doesn't matter who you are, who you're playing against. If you are losing going into a second leg, it is going to be difficult.
Yeah.
Walker, big interception there from Timo Werner.
But yeah, 29 votes in the poll in chat then. Currently, the 79% that have gone for Man City and the 21% who've gone for Leipzig would all be wrong, and the 0% who voted for a draw would be spot on.
Not a single person.
And currently,
If you join the stream now, though, make sure you
I was going to say.
vote for a draw. You'll be right. You might not be right, but you'll be the first person to do it.
Here's Nathan Ake. Under pressure from Szoboszlai, and the City defence having to handle a few
it probably doesn't help,
projectiles.
Equally, it's not. I'm not noticing as much. It's not like bottles. It's just a bit of paper.
Oh yeah. Obviously, if they're throwing on
missiles,
smashed up Heineken bar.
Yeah, so may ref stop the game. But it's a really good play from City. Here they come. Riyad Mahrez driving forward. Oh, so big tackle. Big tackle from Halstenberg.
Yeah.
Gavardio.
Cody says, as a United fan, I almost want to see City win because it means they'll focus less on the Prem. I'd like City to get all the way to the final and lose. Because I'm sadistic and I like seeing City fans feel pain.
If City lose tonight, it means they'll have to focus more on their second leg in a while, which means they'll be less focused on the Newcastle game that they have around the same time.
2 weeks before.
Okay, maybe they won't.
I think they'll be able to handle that.
They might want to rest just in case.
You never know. Yeah, I believe, if I've got my times right. Also, H2 Traffy says, I put Leipzig because I have ball knowledge. You certainly do.
I put City, but I predict
1-1. I mean, you're currently
wrong,
1-1. But...
So at the moment I'm right. But here's
Grealish, Gundogan,
big
and...
save.
Oh, wow.
Big
and
save from
Blasvik, not only does he save it, but he also pushes it away from Erling Haaland.
Haaland puts it back in there, and it's away from Heinrich.
They've got to deal with this onslaught at the moment. Leipzig. Kunku should have just got that clear.
Trying to be too, but Werner wins it back. Was he fouled? No. Werner,
why
is he still dribbling? Goal. He's just got to get it, and he has got that gone. So Timo Werner there is out for a City throw somewhere on that line. But yeah, big save from the substitute goalkeeper.
So yeah, as it stands, City would have a lot to work to do at home. They are sort of fortunate that they play Crystal Palace the weekend before and West Ham the weekend after.
I know I criticised him for the first goal not doing enough, but he's made up for it there. Big save.
Yeah.
Grealish to Ake. 17 minutes to go. Still, a lot can change. Still 0-0, by the way. Over in Milan. Again, nothing happening in that game.
We were treated to 2 spectacles last night of 2 brilliant sides being able to tear apart weaker opposition. But tonight, we've been... 2
really competitive games.
Trapped by 2 very evenly matched teams.
One half was dominated by City. The other half has been all Leipzig.
Chelsea fan, no £100 for him. He's fuming. He's not getting his...
Say you meant it was meant to be City win across 2 legs.
And Mahrez scored for City, by the way. Mahrez scored City's goal in the first half. Jack Grealish can come inside. It's flicked about, but they tried to play it too cute there, Manchester City. They just need to
Silva
put
turns.
Timo Werner in behind.
Bit wide. It's a bit wide. And that's giving Walker the chance to catch up.
But
if not,
Leipzig
Werner was
still high up, in possession, high up the pitch. Szoboszlai has to do... sorry, not Szoboszlai. Silva, yeah. Does well there to get the ball out of his feet.
Orban. I think Leipzig will be happy with the draw, but if they can get one more,
gives it
that
to
would
Heinrich.
be massive.
Szoboszlai down the line, uses Szoboszlai back to Heinrich, but a little touch from Akanji,
that touch from Akanji
takes it away from the path of Benjamin
Heinrich. If not, Heinrich is in again. But now you look back at that Heinrich.
And that's huge. Halstenberg anticipates that Silva wasn't aware of him.
He's a massive risk there, because he misses that, then Mahrez
calculated risk though.
Yeah.
Calculated risk.
Brilliant. Just absolutely brilliant.
Welcome to the stream, Rob. Only good people have the green name.
Wow, so they're 3 members up there tonight. Thanks, guys. Heinrich.
That's the stream.
Szoboszlai.
He does well to take the ball, to hold on to the ball there. Jack Grealish applying the pressure. Here now is Willie Orban. Across to Gavardio. And he knocks it home. 15 minutes left in this game. Chat, I'll ask this question to you guys as well, but what do you think is going to happen in this game then? Where do we think we're going from here?
I'm not going to say to who, because I don't really know, but I think there's another goal.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we could be. I think we're in for a very interesting 15 minutes regardless.
Either just put City, Leipzig or draw.
Yeah.
Like a second part.
If you want to specify
Oh yeah,
more
if
than
you
that,
want to
feel free
say
to do so.
how many goals or who's going to score, then do.
Yeah, we have had a vote for draw now in the folder chat, by 30 votes, 3% draw. So someone might be right.
I guess
One
Rob,
person out
probably.
there. Yeah, probably.
Trying to
Yeah, he's just hopped in.
Yeah. Akanji.
Rob asks, when you go big, do we get priorities more than other members as we would have been long-term members? Unfortunately, we can't do that, but we the tiers of membership, the higher tier you are, you will be given more priorities.
We'd increase the amount of different memberships
Yeah,
you can buy.
like we want to be able to do content for members, but until we have more
So I don't think
members,
three
it's
of
not
you need exclusive content.
no. But yeah, we do appreciate our members massively, so thank you,
Yeah.
everyone who has bought membership.
And also, if anyone else who fancies becoming a member, massively appreciated.
We have made it as we have had an option that is. We do have an option that is as cheap as we can possibly make it. But yeah. Also, thoughts on Ipswich under 18s 2, West Ham under 18s 2.
I actually
haven't in that game.
I
But
watched
yeah.
30 seconds of it.
Right.
I think it's live on YouTube.
Ah.
Don't go watch that though. But no, yeah, no, I did. I think I saw about 30 seconds of it.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't remember watching it, to be honest. But Leipzig player down, Haustenberg wins it back. What's the ref pulled it back for? I don't really know.
Don't know. I can't actually see who.
The ball wasn't
That's
kicked out.
Andre
So
Silva
he
down.
can't call that back for the injury. What happened to him?
But if he might have given advantage.
Yeah.
And then realised that Leipzig didn't have the ball. Yeah. Cody's saying that Leipzig are going to win this game 2-1 with Nkunku to give them a taste of what's
Red
to
card for
come.
Porto.
Oh wow.
Can't
Otavio sent off in that game. The Portuguese attacking midfielder. Not attacking midfielder, winger, isn't he usually? But yeah.
That one.
But yeah, wow. That could change the time massively because Porto have held Milan so far. But if they are now down to 10 men, they could be in a spot of bother. But yeah. 12 minutes left to go in this one then. Timo Werner just having a word with Marco Rose. I don't know what his instruction might be, but...
Yeah. 12 minutes to go.
Blasvik.
Still very, very close this game. Could go either way. Probably will stay the same, but you never know. That's one thing for Leipzig. As much as you're on top, you've still got to be careful.
Rodri tries to knock out wide, but Heinrich stops it getting to Grealish. Now it's with Ake, Gundogan, nice turn, plays it into Grealish through the legs of Heinrichs.
That's kind of where you...
Grealish to Mahrez, tries to let off to
dummy,
Bernardo,
but I
but
don't
it
think
doesn't
Bernardo
come
was
off.
expecting it.
Bernardo Silva and the shot is blocked.
Big tackles there. Flying in from Silva and Bernardo Silva. Andre Silva and Bernardo Silva. Okay. Gundogan.
Mahrez tries to play it forward but can't.
Nkunku.
And now Leipzig can go the other way. Haustenberg. Werner. Control isn't great. He kept it on well though, to be fair. And now he's claiming there's handball from Walker.
Do you know why he's meant to the Borussia can't tell the ref it's handball?
Yeah.
That's a poor
That's a
pass
poor
from
pass.
Kyle
Walker
Walker
just-
under pressure there.
Yeah, pressure to play that out wide.
Yeah.
Everyone should become members, says Rob. Yeah, well, we don't pressure people into becoming members, but yeah, it does help us out massively. So if you do enjoy the content we make, then yeah, that is one way to help us out. Would you ever manage a five-a-side team? Yeah, not opposed to it.
Once we make it big, we'll stop. If we like,
Though, to be fair, with five-a-side, you don't really need a manager, do you? If it was a five-a-side football, I'd play probably.
yeah.
But I'd also handle the tactics.
Once we're bigger as a channel, we'll either start our own five-a-side tournament, like Pit Lenta, or we'll join one of them.
Should we do like a
Couldn't
Sunday
down
league
into
thing?
away.
Like with DTFC, but it's CFCFC. Like we're NYCFC, we'll do that. But yeah,
Who would play? Anyone in chat? Would you be happy to play for us if we had a Sunday league side? Marco, I think that was going.
would you like a hashtag?
What, take us to the top?
Or we decide to just sponsor teams.
Yeah.
So we're like the City group, but instead of buying clubs, we sponsor loads of different sports.
Like Ipswich fans in chat, would you be happy if the TFC logos on the front of the Ipswich shirt?
Jack, thoughts on Brennan Johnson potentially signing for West Ham?
That would be big. Don't know why I'd do it, because I see more long-term potential at Forest than West Ham, but yes. But it looks like Yusuf Poulsen and the man you mentioned earlier, who was
Mohamed Timikan.
Yeah.
Interesting. Does that potentially imply that Leipzig might be going to 5 back then?
Maybe.
Or are they going to change? Because I can't imagine they're changing one of the centre
Poulsen
halves.
coming on, probably for Andre Silva. Because you need to keep someone...
They might be shoring it up with another centre half here. So 24's coming off... Oh, no, that's not. That's Amadou Haidara.
Oh, sorry.
So that's a central midfielder. So yeah, I think that's going to be Schlager off. That is indeed. Schlager comes off, Haidara onto the field in the centre. That's what's thrown me.
You know, they both have dreads otherwise. So.
Yeah, no, fair enough. But now it's going to be Poulsen on, and I imagine that is Silva coming off. I didn't see the number he held up.
Probably, I'd be surprised if it's Werner.
Yeah.
But yeah, Schlager had an absolute cracking game. Yeah, Silva is off.
Yeah.
Yusuf Poulsen on. Very experienced striker.
I just found I would become a member of my mum, but my money goes to my family. Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine, mate. We appreciate your support on these streams, tuning in.
You're still here, you know, every single stream. That's what matters. Doesn't matter if your name's Green.
Yeah.
No, that his ball is smacked up the pitch by Leipzig. Poulsen, that's gone off.
Tries to hold it up, but can't.
Yeah, I think he went off and came back on. 8 minutes to go. Not long left in his first leg. Obviously, tomorrow is the Europa League second leg action, which will be much more exciting because we could go to extra time penalties.
It might be here all night. Enough pens and we'll be
Look
sat
at that
here.
massive improvement from, like, in terms of attempts. You know, City dominated the first half 7-1 on attempts. Leipzig have won the second half 5-4. That'd be cracking if that happened. First leg was 7-1 City, and then Leipzig went back to the 8 had on 5-4.
I mean, if this is 7-1 now, we're in for a mental last 8 minutes. City scores
Leipzig
6
just
goals.
capitulate.
To be fair, you're smashing it on prediction right now.
I know, I said 1-1.
Yeah. I'm not.
No, you did 5-0.
This is what happens when I go big.
Yeah,
we end up with a good game. So
when I go neutral, we'll find out tomorrow.
when I say 6-0 United tomorrow,
and I go 1-1 to penalties, it'll go 1-1 to penalties.
is there TFC merch? No, unfortunately not.
I'll be honest. How many people would buy it? About 2.
Yeah, we probably won't make much stuff, but we will do merch one day, hopefully.
Yeah.
Someone donated £3. Yeah. Forgotten the name now.
Cody,
yeah. Sorry,
Cody. It's not that we forgot your name, we forgot who did it. But yeah, thanks. I very much appreciate that.
Yeah. It's our first donation.
That's our first putting a donation on a stream. I think Walker's been pulled up for a foul here on Haustenberg. That's a bit soft.
That's a bit of a
Just
one, but I don't think
trying to
Leipzig could be complaining.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Jack, do you have text to speech or no, Rob? For the reason that we don't is because of what you might do. Gavardiol, full blade forward, but that is just going to run through to Ederson.
Clock was ticking down. Leipzig happy for that to run down. But equally, City probably won't be too annoyed that they've gone away to Leipzig and only drawn 1-1. If you're Leipzig, you probably want one more. So if you win this, massive advantage.
Okay. Back to Diaz. Why is there no guest? We haven't had... Well, we've had a couple of guests recently. We had Ollie on last Wednesday.
Yeah. To be fair, if he wasn't on last Wednesday, I probably got him on for this game.
Yeah. Probably. But City on a lot at the moment.
Oh, and Kunku's won it back. Plays it to Werner. That's over that Haustenberg. Ball's put in towards Heinrich at the back post. Oh, who got it?
It's messy, but yeah,
and
now
in front of him.
We'll try and go the other way.
Yeah, he comes to Grealish.
Freddie Manuel, welcome to the stream. It's 1-0. It is indeed a very tight game here. 6 minutes left.
Rest now. He's pulled back for a City foul. I think he's wants to have a word with. I don't know. Who's he calling over? We can't see. Yeah, he's Brandon's just lamb. Who is it? It is. He wants to have a word with
Poulsen and who?
Well,
I guess it'll be Rodri. That's Grealish.
I guess they had a bit of a pushing and shoving off the ball, maybe.
Poulsen went on a bit, and then Grealish responded by, "You want some, mate? I'll give it you." The classic Birmingham response to confrontation is, "Yeah, let's have it out right here, right now." Rodri, Mahrez, 5 minutes on the clock. If there is going to be a winner here, it's going to come very, very late. And same is the case in the game in Milan. But Porto, down to 10 men, will be very pleased with the fact that they are still...
Surely Inter have been on top since that red card.
Well, you'd imagine.
People
so,
now Porto are very solid defensively.
Oh, and speak of that, Romelu Lukaku has just scored for Inter. I couldn't have timed that better, really, could I?
Yeah.
But I was just saying how Porto have kept it so tight in that game, despite being down to 10 men. And now, yeah.
Well, Otago is kind of cost Porto there. Because Porto are a much better side by sounds of things.
Is this family friendly? Well, we don't, use inappropriate language too often, but obviously this is live and it is football and there's a lot of emotion tied to football, so sometimes it isn't, but most of the time we tend to keep it family friendly.
You're watching Chelsea, you might be different.
Yeah. Tune in on Sunday if you want to see
Harry Kane scored a hat-trick against
TFC unfamily friendly
and
edition.
Yeah. Clock's still ticking down here.
You talked to me. Yeah, I have been, Freddie. Sorry, I saw that you put it's 1-1 between the two sides. RB Leipzig 1, Manchester City 1.
Confirmation at 86th minute. Probably a winner from Lukaku now. Mahrez.
Oh, sorry, no, you Freddie responded to Rob. I was confused there, but yeah. But yeah. Here is Bernardo. Ake. 3 minutes left here in this game. Feel like we're due another goal. I'm really hoping it's not for Manchester City. It's going to be disappointing, but
I think I'm not
we're in for an exciting end.
Point of view, I think if Leipzig score now, it makes the second leg a lot more interesting.
Yeah.
Because as much as watching Liverpool get battered last night was hilarious, it does mean that the second leg's will be a little bit less interesting.
Yeah.
Because if Real score 1 at the Bernabeu, Liverpool needs 4. So, another change for RB Leipzig. Is that Angelino?
If it is, he's
No,
David Raum, that's it.
I know it was left back.
I recognise the face, but I couldn't put a name to it. I knew it wasn't Angelino, because he's bald and at PSV, I think.
He is a different club.
It's 1-1, not 1-0. It says 1-1 on the scoreboard.
Says 1-1 on the score. I'm changed the title.
Yeah.
Says 1-1. Definitely says 1-1. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah.
Unless you're watching 13 minutes behind or something.
Even then it'd be 1-1. It's a goal scored in 70 minutes. Inter Porto's 1-0, and that's definitely 1-0.
Yeah.
Edison, Bernardo.
I'm literally watching. Yeah, no. Our scoreboard says 1-1 though. Where does it say 1-0, Freddie?
That's a bad tackle from Heinrich.
I was going to say. That's going to be a yellow card.
Yeah. First yellow of the night.
Sorry, it was rewinding. All right, yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah, it's all right, Freddie. I can understand.
Don't worry about
I can understand now. So our scoreboard definitely says 1-1. But yeah.
Yeah, poor tackle there from Heinrich. Got himself booked.
Where are the subs, Pep? Well, yeah. That's a good question, Matteo. Man City, with the likes of Alvarez and Phil Foden travelling.
It's kind of like he wants
to Germany, but well, maybe.
Was he worried if he goes for it that Leipzig score another one and then bang, you're in trouble?
Probably a bit late now.
Yeah. 20 seconds of the normal 90 to go. Ball over top from Diaz.
Cut up by Raum. He's now got a tough job in his hands. He's got to mark Riyad Mahrez.
I kind of forgot Ruben Diaz was playing tonight.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing though. You don't want to know your centre halves are playing.
I guess I only recognise Ake because he's his hair.
Yeah. I've seen a lot
2
of
minutes
Diaz recently, but obviously with Laporte and Stones both out injured, Pep kind of forced into playing him tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah. Here is Diaz in possession. Rodri brings the ball under control, turns and plays out, but he loses possession. Leipzig could come forward on the counter. Poulsen back to Haidara. Gives it to Willy Orban, now with Gavardio. Now it's with Raum. Is there a pass ahead of him? No, forced backwards to Haidara.
Maybe a very late winner from Leipzig. They're going to get one now.
Lima.
Just over a minute to go.
Gavardio trying to go down the line, but he can't find Timo Werner with that pass. About a minute left now in this one.
positive result for Leipzig, but I think they'd have rather been winning. I'd still say it's advantage City.
Whereas TFC emotes, well, I couldn't think when we set up membership. I couldn't think of any emotes, but that's definitely something we'll add if I can think of enough decent emotes.
So I've got to try and think of ones that would be useful.
Yeah. Maybe we think of any good ones. Yeah. Mate, because I still believe Leipzig will get a last gasp winner.
Ooh, it'd be interesting.
Yeah.
They've only got 30 seconds now because Carl Walker's
I hope you're right.
over his throw. It's gone long Haaland to Mahrez. It might be City get a late winger.
That's really good
and they've
from
got a
Conrad
corner.
Laimer.
They've got a City corner. Probably the last chance of the game now. It'll be so Man City for Rodri to head this home now.
Oh, I will cry.
Mahrez on the corner. City getting everyone into the box. Last kick of the game. There won't even be time to count now. Ref's now about some pushing and shoving in the area. This is going to be it. This Mahrez ball, no chance for a counter, nothing. So for Leipzig, it's just got to go. You've just got to get it gone.
Mahrez ready to deliver this. He's unhappy about something in the box.
He's good. Is he now? He's put his arms up. He's going to take it now, Riyad Mahrez.
Goes to the edge. Gundogan. Back to Mahrez. Mahrez dinks it on his left foot into the box to try some sort of routine. There's claim for a handball, and I'm fearing this might be given.
I didn't see anything.
yeah. I'm
Mate, there's a chance to counter.
Shabashai.
Heads it onto
Nkunku.
I mean, what happens if they score now? They put it back for handball, it's cleared.
I guess maybe.
Idara. Gone.
The whistle's gone. And now City want
the
ref to have a look at that from a moment ago.
I mean, I'm just going to wait. There's no to have the referee. That's it, though.
I mean, we can definitely do a man of the match. But yeah, no penalty for City. They won't be bailed out. RB Leipzig 1, Manchester City 1 is the final score. But what a decent match of football we've just been treated to.
Yeah, I was say full time there, full time. Well, not full time quite yet. Inter.
But Inter should see that game out now. 1-0 against Porto. That should be enough to see them through. Yeah. But yeah, what a first leg ties are now all complete in the Champions League round of 16 stage. Of course, join us in a couple of weeks where we'll be covering all of the second legs. But yeah, as for tonight, who is your player of the match?
So I'm going to give it to Gavardio. Not just because he scored. I think he looked really solid defensively apart from the goal, but that was kind of
very composed in possession.
Yeah.
I thought he was more than a match for Erling Haaland, which is something only two other defenders can say this season. Marco Senesi and Scott McKenna. So in with an illustrious list of players who've kept Erling Haaland quiet for 90 minutes. I'm sure there's probably others, but
I mean, it's quite interesting here, just before you get into yours.
And Thiago Silva, of course.
Pep has just talked to his whole team on the pitch before telling them to walk back in.
Yeah.
Clearly got a lot to say.
But yeah, I think that's where we'll call it this evening. We'll end with HC Trapping. How's the FM save going? I'm currently Marseille, and I'm hoping to win Ligue 1. My team, I finished third last year after a rocky start. But yeah, that's how my FM save is going. I like the looks of that Heinrichs. Yeah, he's a very interesting player. I think he's a right back who's very accomplished going forward, but also decent defensively. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Benjamin Heinrichs. I liked him during his Monaco days, and yeah, still a very talented player. But yeah, good stream, Jack and Harry. Big up everyone tonight talking with you. See you next time. Bye. See you, Chelsea fan. Night, Matteo. That's where we'll round off. We are back tomorrow night. Europa League action. Manchester United versus Barcelona. 2-2 on aggregate. We'll be watching the second leg tomorrow night. And then we're live on Sunday for a double up with Chelsea-Tottenham at 1:30, I believe. And then it is the Carabao Cup final after that. Predictions on Friday as well. And if you haven't seen our podcast from this morning, check that out also. That is everything from today, though. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.